Filthy Casual 62 gifted a tier 1 sub to Kristen Wolf. They have given 85 gift subs in the channel.
Come, young one. Let me share with you the tale of the Smiths. Many eons ago, a race of beings called the Forgeborn were brought into this world. They were wild and fierce, and they roamed the world seeking carnage. A village in the land of Foroman became the subject of destruction, until the Smiths, who were strong and cunning, came to their aid. Unprepared, the Forgeborn were wounded, and set out to spread the word to their brothers and sisters, who decided to test the might of the Smiths. In preparation, the Smiths gave the villagers armor, weapons, and the training required to defeat them. Thanks to the Smiths' guidance and wares, the Forgeborn were doomed to spend their days in captivity. Now that they had their newfound freedom, the villagers were finally able to expand their domain and to create kingdoms that were ruled by the Council of the Master Smiths. With focus elsewhere, the Forgeborn took advantage of the people's complacency and worked together to fabricate a weapon of their own design. Who was a near-perfect replica of a Mastersmith, was made to become a member of the Council of Mastersmiths and to disrupt the progress they had made. In no time, disagreements arose and the kingdoms were split. Thus became the Solar Smiths of the North, the Iron Smiths of the East, and the Shadow Smiths of the West. With their alliance in shambles, the Forgeborn were able to escape their bonds and were released, taking new forms to immerse themselves in this new world. But do not be afraid, young one. There is yet another tale that says we shall be saved by a new smith who will unite the kingdoms and defeat the Forgeborn once more. Oh, so the story goes.
Can you guys hear me now? Man. Oh, Do you guys love streaming? I love it. I love it. I love it. Is there a question for reviews or queue for reviews? Let me just yell at you. Let me just yell at you. It wouldn't be a blacksmith stream if I didn't have at least one technical difficulty. It's gonna be right here the whole time. You know? It's not a black stream without one technical difficulty. I just said it. Yep. Why did it take so long for you to fix your mic? You gotta understand. There is so much going on here, so much involved with this, so many cables, so many cords. This is such a crazy setup. It's so complicated. Something is always bound to go wrong. Something is like, if I do not have a technical difficulty at least once per stream, it is not officially a blacksmith stream. Someone else has taken over my body. Someone else has taken over the stream, grabbed my mic, whatever it is. It's not my stream if there's not a single technical difficulty, at least at minimum. It's just not allowed to happen. The universe has not deemed it possible. That's the reason why I'm so good at fixing like computer shit and like doing tech difficulty stuff, is because I get so many issues with my shit that I'm constantly having to learn how to fix it. Constantly. So yeah, that's how it is. Haven't been here in a hot minute. How's it been, man? It's been all right. How you doing, Lizilla? Are you on a different account? Are you the real blacksmith? That's a real question. I did have technical difficulties, so I would be the real blacksmith. Finally hit Lord Rocket yesterday. Congrats, dude. Congrats. Right in time for the new season. So what I was trying to say is that today we're going to do VOD reviews, replay reviews, and yeah, we're going to do VOD replay reviews. And with that, we are also going to, and I was also talking about tomorrow when the new season drops. I don't think I'm going to be playing ranked. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm going to be playing ranked. And it's just because like new season coming out usually always means bad things. Plus, I really want to practice up on Rocket and see what my limitations are before hopping into a ranked playlist. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. We'll test it out and see how we are set up. You know what I mean? Should be a fun time regardless, though. By the way, Airsick Bread, thank you for the follow. Filthy, thank you for the biddy, letting me know I was a dumbass. And Filthy, thank you for gifting that tier 1 over to Kristen Wolf. I appreciate that. Thank you. You need to initiate some people into Smiths? I do. Who do we need to initiate? I know there was someone that posted in the Discord today that subscribed when I was offline, which is absolutely insane, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, that's so weird. My chat is not loading up on my thing. Boop. Activate source. Let's see. Will it load now? No, it's not loading. I love this program. Always works flawlessly. Chat, can you type in my chat again real quick just so I can see if it's popping up? I got Twitch. I got YouTube. I don't think I have TikTok popping up, though, on the side. Okay, Filthy. Not a different account, just a new user instead of Lazilla 8 Mothra. Okay, we need to fix your name then. Alder Lunis and someone named Noir. Okay. Wait, Kristen, you're a sub, right? You're already in a faction, right? Because I don't think I saw your name as having a faction in the Discord. You are Noir? Noir? Okay, cool. So we can do your thing. TikTok's in timeout, it seems like it. Yeah, I don't know why TikTok isn't loading up correctly, but it's just not. Very odd. Solarsmith? Okay, hold on. We need to update your name in the thing then. Hold on, let me do that real quick. I know you posted in the Marvel Rival clips. Rolls Solarsmith. Nickname Kristen Wolf Smith. Boom. Got you. Okay. You too? What's your name in the Discord? Alder needs a ceremony now? True. We should do the ceremony for the homie. We should do the ceremony. By the way, I know we have a lot of new people, so I feel the need to be able to like explain this a little bit better. Whenever we do a ceremony, I say, please don your ceremonial robes so that we can do the ceremony. Whenever I say that, if especially for all the old people, can you guys help out the new people? All you're basically doing is like spamming this emote in the chat. So whenever you spam this emote in the chat, that's like, oh, hey, we're doing a ceremony, everybody donning their ceremonial robes, something like that. So whenever I say that, spam the hell out of that emote. Let's get this new homie in here. Let's get them in their faction, and then let's get into doing some VOD review stuff. You doing accounts? We are today. We are today. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's do this test real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, please don your ceremonial robes. Let's have a ceremony for Alder here, and we'll get into doing some VOD reviews.
Ladies and gentlesmiths, welcome to a forging ceremony. Here you are placed in one of three factions, either the Solar Smiths, the Iron Smiths, or the Shadow Smiths. Now it is not for you to decide what faction you're a part of, it is not for me to decide. It is for the Forge to decide your fate, and the Forge has spoken. Alder Lunis, you have been granted, actually you haven't been granted access to the Forge, you granted yourself access to the Forge. While we were offline nonetheless, that's insane. That being said, by the power invested in me by none other than the Forge itself, I would now like to welcome you into the Iron Smiths. Alder, welcome to the Iron Smiths. Welcome to your newest family. Did we have anybody else? Did we have anybody else? I don't know, I don't remember if we did. Did anyone else, was anyone else subbed and they didn't have a thing? I don't feel like there was. I feel like that's at everybody. Shouldn't? I think so. Alright, ladies and gentlesmiths, welcome to the Forge.
Neato. Yo, can we get an exclamation point socials real quick? If you guys haven't, go check out the YouTube, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, all the different places to see our online, offline content, hang out with one another in the Discord, and see early access content through that Patreon. I appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, we are doing VOD review stuff today. If you guys are unfamiliar with that, basically what we're doing is I'm going to pull up a replay that you guys give me in the Discord, along with like basically it gives me your replay ID, your in-game name, your rank, and also what it is that you want me to really review about the gameplay. And at the end of it, I'm going to try to give you at least one tip for you to primarily focus on for your future gameplay endeavors. And only thing I ask is that you come back after, like, you really try to take that to heart and you go out, you do the thing, and you come back and tell me how I did. Who knows, man, maybe we'll make a coaching career out of this. So like I said, I also prio Smiths. I prio Smiths for them to be what's it called? For them to be chosen first in the list of people to choose. So what was this? Alder Lunis Smith. Oh, Lunis Smith. There we go. Lunis Smith. There we go. So that being said, I do think it is Alder Lunis Smith that has the first one if we're going to that list there. So we will do Alder Lunis Smith, and then followed that will be Kristen Wolf, and then we'll knock out Blood Wild, and I'm not sure who this is. It's just C for me because I'm in the streamer mode. So we'll see how that goes. Can you review my account? Like I said, if you share with me, so basically this is how the format looks for everybody who's unfamiliar. If you go into my Discord, there's a section here called Marvel Rivals Clips and VODs. You can choose choose that channel, and you can leave basically a little thing here that says your replay ID, in-game name, rank, and what it is that you want me to take a look at, and I'll go through and do that. The link is in my bio if you guys are not already in the Discord. That being said, let's take a look at Alder Lunis here and see how this goes. Hold on. Now I gotta remember how to do this. I figured this is kind of a fun thing to do because it's like, I don't know, we're not, tomorrow we're gonna be playing a whole lot, so let's see what this is. Okay, so let's see, Diamond 1 comp. Okay. Played in duo. Update. Got to GM for the first time, and while I think the above game was fun, it was nothing compared to the shit show of my GM rank up game. It was toxicity at its finest. My team was scream cussing at each other, and we still won it. Felt like a blur. I think that is the VOD to review. I don't even know how I did as I was panicking by the actual slur show going on in the match, but feedback on what I can do better now that I'm in GM would be fire. Okay, we're actually going to review this game. There we go. This is why we read it. This is why we read it. Can you update my Discord name? I'm Solar. If you say something in the common room, did you say something in the common room? We can update your thing. Hold on, let me update your name in the spreadsheet here. Lawzilla 2008. Got you. Okay, I got you on Botsmith. Let me just update data. There we go. You're good to go. Uh-oh.
Yo 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 yo. Let's go crazy 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 now go 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 go. And go 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 go.
Yeah, I did. Funny. There we go. Oh, did I spell that wrong. Update data. There we go. Is it not working? Okay, cool. It's working. Cool. Zero, thank you so much for the 34 months. Welcome back in, dude. I appreciate that. Give yourself a love and chat for Zero. Thank you for the 34 months. Also, if you guys haven't, if you're interested in joining the Console Smith team, Console MRC right there, go and sign up in the Discord over there. It's led by Zero King, and he's still trying to get some signups, so definitely go over and check that stuff out. Again, thank you so much for being a dedicated member of the community and the Forge. Appreciate you, Zero. Thank you, dude. Zilla, thank you for the follow on TikTok, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Zero doing pigeons work in their absence. It seems like it, yeah. All right. You ready? All right, let's take a look at this game. Okay. So what is your in-game name? Your in-game name is... What's your in-game name? It doesn't say what your in-game name is. Who are you? Who are you? Is the homie here? Scared of men. Okay, I see you now. My bad. I keep on looking for Noor. Okay, scared of men. Oh, we gotta skip all the way over here. Oh, is it a rocket game too?
The battle starts in 5.
Okay.
4.
All right, let's check out what you got going on here.
2. You need to stop that vehicle.
I like hanging around Groot because he gets me.
Squid soldiers. That's new.
Dario, thank you for the 100 biddies, dude.
Don't mind me.
Invisible?
I'm just dying.
You're just a
You're
with
welcome.
a swim license.
Yeah, you're damn right I am. And a damn good swim license at that. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing right off the bat is you definitely need to place down your respawn beacon. Nice.
What a relief.
Great. Now my fists are all
I'll
slimy.
patch you up.
Better stop that vehicle.
So far, I'm not noticing anything egregious. I do like the flower crosshair, by the way. It's fun. It's enjoyable.
Every little bit helps.
Okay,
This
solid
is
ult.
real firepower.
Get it off right in the beginning so that way your team can do something about it. So right there, you were healing. So right here, right off the bat, you're healing, right? And that's fine, but you already shot out one orb. They're already full health. Right here, like, he has to make a decision. He split between you and these your two teammates, and he's already like a quarter of HP. He should definitely go down here. So I would just, that's a perfect way to blow him up because he's not even facing you.
What am I? Invisible?
So just make sure you're using your left click some more.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Tony could have helped.
Cool. Just helping your teammate out and everything, making sure that he can get back to the point. I definitely would have brought back your beacon though a lot sooner.
Might be a good time to stop
You had
them.
plenty of time to do so.
More tentacles. More
Overall, you guys are making some good progress here though.
You're ready for action.
Here's a raccoon vid as well. Dope.
Feeling fantastic. Vortex field.
Yeah, especially with this new season coming out, you're definitely going to want to be more like preserved with what it is that you're like, how you're shooting your orbs. You know what I mean?
Lead them to Khonshu. I'm
I squished those squids for you.
I'd say that's probably just one of the biggest things I'm seeing from you right now is just how much you're shooting orbs.
On your toes.
You're ready
Here they
for
come.
Like it's nice that you're trying to keep your team up, but at the same time, like you should definitely be doing stuff like trying to break the strange shield. Like right here, your team's already full. You don't really need to be doing what you're doing right here. Like you see how there's this little pocket over here. What you're trying to do a lot of the times, right, is that your whole team is trying to push through here, and that makes them a very big target to be able to hit. But you already have this dude here to be able to keep them healed up. You know what I mean? So what you should be doing instead of doing what you're doing here is you should come on over here and grab some of the attention away from your team. Right now, your team is having a hard time pushing forward because they're holding this choke so tight, right? So tight. They're on the point. They got high ground over here. Their healers are at an off angle here, so you can't even really like do anything to the supports right now, right? So what you do is you come on over to the side here, and you're small enough that you can get right here to be able to lay some shots into Namor, lay some shots into some of their supports and everything, especially with some of their teammates still on the way back. There's no reason that you guys as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6-man can't overtake a 4-man that you don't have they don't have all their teammates here. So take some room here, right, and get over here and try to make some space for your team. Get them to at least look over at you. If anything, this can often inspire one of your other teammates to be able to come over here with you and help out, right? That being said, the Widow should also be over here because I mean this is just a perfect situation for Widow, right? But for you definitely want to come on over here and try to lay some of that stuff out, because even if your team really needs heals that bad, you can either shoot back over that direction and keep them up, or you can shoot through here to bounce off the wall and hit them regardless, right? Create the off angles for your team if they're not creating it for themselves. You know what I mean? Oh, there.
I'll patch you up.
Yeah, no, it's just a replay. I'm doing community VOD reviews.
Someone scratch my back.
By the eye of Agamotto!
So what I would have probably done here is I probably would have ulted, not like last second there or anything, but when your teammates weren't pushing up, definitely ult to get them to be more confident in pushing forward. That would have been super helpful.
You stop them in their tracks. I got you covered.
Again, right there, just shoot. Just shoot. Yeah, you're kind of just pumping out a lot of orbs for no reason at all.
More squids are down.
Reek of desperation.
You can be a little bit more aggressive, and you can definitely pump out some more DPS, because you don't need to keep your teammates at like 100% the entire time, and you're also just overhealing, right? You're pumping out orbs when nobody's low, just to kind of do it.
Every little bit helps.
I would definitely ult into this right here. This is such a good situation to ult. So this is why it's a good situation to ult. They just used the DPS ult and they got no value out of it, basically, right? Because you guys were able to really quickly keep everybody up and keep on going, right? This is a great opportunity for you to counter ult, essentially, for everybody to then gather around that and re-engage into the fight, right? The whole point of Rocket is not to counter an enemy ultimate when it happens. It's to re-engage after that engagement, right? So after that engagement is done, you can re-engage, or you can just pre-engage, you know what I mean? And you just need to take advantage of that situation more. Can I review yours? We're doing, if you put your information in the Discord in the right place, we're going through it on the list there.
This is
I am
real
ready to put on
firepower.
a show. That's much better.
You're starting to realize this is how you've been playing Rocket, the way that you're seeing here.
Ready for action.
Oh, you got some stuff to learn, and that's not bad. You came to the right place if you want to learn how to play them.
Thanks. Didn't like your tea.
They've made it halfway! Stop them!
Vengeance is served.
I'll patch you up. Relay deployed.
stop that
It ain't
vehicle.
cheap.
So here's why I wouldn't put that there. You notice that he started going directly to that spot, right? This is a very popular spot for people to play. A better spot for you to be able to place your beacon to be able to assist your team better is right up here. You can actually place your beacon right here. It's out of the way for most people, and it spawns your teammate right back into the fight. And if you don't want to put it there, you can always come on over to this side and put it right in this corner. Again, it's right here so your teammates can get right back into the fight. It gives them multiple forms of cover, and it's not a common place for enemies to go up to try to destroy. And if they do, then they're putting themselves at a bad position. You can take advantage of them. What's up, Pigeon?
There's still a chance to stop them!
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
You think I had TTS on for 1 bit? No.
Disappear!
I'm not a psycho.
What am I?
We were just talking about you, actually. Nice job getting out of the way of the eye. Whenever you see, so he's a little bit of a delayed reaction, and as you go up higher into the ranks, you're not going to get that opportunity, right? So, yeah, you're not. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, you're not going to get that opportunity when you're in higher ranks, right?
What am I?
Right here, as soon as you see that,
Invisible?
it looks like you start looking away, and like if you would have dashed right there, perfect, right? But as soon as you see him coming up, that's exactly what he's doing. Like any time you see a strange put himself out of position purposefully, expect that to happen. And also keep track of when he's going to have his eye, right? Keep track of when he last used it and when he could possibly get it, because that's going to keep you informed when you need to push forward and when you need to stay back and keep an eye out for it.
Feeling fantastic.
Someone scratch my back.
Hey, what's up, Crow? How you doing, dude?
Every little bit helps.
Raccoon is playing Raccoon. I'm an Alder.
Battlefield medicine.
They're behind you.
Hey, man, Luchinarian.
Find a way to bring you back, Ben. I promise. You're welcome.
I'm so interested to experiment with some of the new rocket changes to see what's going to mean for him.
I'll patch you up.
That's wild, Pigeon. I've raised my prices.
Like myself again.
Definitely would alt forward here. Right now, your team is in a fake standstill. Your team is in a faux standstill. There we go. That's good.
This is real.
Try to get people to start moving forward, but you got to focus on keeping them up.
I am ready to put on a show!
My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up.
Down to 30 seconds!
Oh,
Don't mind me. Project
Disappear!
that's good. You waited to get a little bit closer to start using your weapon, which is smart.
You're welcome.
With the new changes that are coming to Rocket, as you're pumping out orbs, you're actually going to pump out less orbs, I feel like, because you're going to be able to heal people up quicker with them in that way, which means you are going to have to learn how to use his weapon a lot more, his primary fire more. So just keep that in mind as far as how you're going to be playing him in the future, if you do.
Anyone willing to help? They hit a checkpoint! Now might be a good time to stop them.
Hey, what's good, blood?
Ready for action.
I'm excited yet nervous for the changes still. It's inevitable, but I'm looking forward to a fresh take on the playstyle. That's the thing, man. I have no control over the changes, and while, you could just be about it, as much as I'm not a fan of the changes, I also accept the fact that it is a change and that I'm going to learn a new playstyle, Am I reviewing? I am. What rank is this VOD? He just got into GM with this game, it seems like.
You're ready for
My favorite
You realize how passive you were playing, Holy? Yeah. It's good to be able to go back and watch your own VODs.
Firepower.
It's good to go back and watch your own VODs. Something I learned during the GPT to GM stuff that I did. It forced me to watch a VOD of mine after every day. And it helped out a lot, actually. So much. Definitely something I need to bring up more. Okay, so this situation right here. I know it's super tempting to stay in the ultimate and then shoot her from this distance. But from this distance right here, right? If we're taking a look at this. Oh. Yeah, if we're taking a look at this. I wish I could ping. This right here is a pretty massive distance for Rocket, right? For Rocket, this distance is very far. What you should do instead, this point is actually really good for it. If you do a wall boost right on this back end piece, here it's a little bit more difficult, but if you do it right here, you can hop on here, do a quick wall boost up, right? And be right in her face right here. She's going to still look at your teammates to try to hit them. But if you're hovering right here and you're just tracking her head the whole entire time, because it doesn't really move that much, right? If you're tracking the head the entire time, you can burn her. Absolutely burn her. So you want to be close, right? And if anything, you can fly back over to this wall, climb back up so you're not using another dash, and then keep on shooting at her, right? So many opportunities to be able to do that. Yeah, there you go. Filthy got it. Gare Bear, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Welcome in. Grace, thank you for the follow on TikTok. We couldn't get the queue system to work, so I don't think we're going to be able to play reviewers tonight, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. Cool. Everyone, please hit that like button. Please do. If I'm being put through this torture, like, just help a brother out, please. Anyway, getting back to the gameplay.
On a show.
Oh, look, did you just do the thing I just talked about?
Feeling.
You just did the thing I just talked about.
Hell unleashed. Shields up.
Someone scratch my back.
I am ready to put on a show.
Yeah, that right there, except instead of just going off and doing nothing, go up and do that to take her out first. There's some people online, Grace. Doesn't mean that we can't review the VOD after get to that point. We prio subs, and then we go on to followers after that. But it's in the Discord. You just gotta do it in the Discord. There's a spot for it. Oh, that's tragic right there at the end, too.
What vile creatures?
I'd say most right there, the reason why you died was positioning. You were just not in the right position.
You ain't got rid of me yet.
Hell came back. Hell did come back. We couldn't escape it. It was not meant to be. Damn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The whole reason right there is you guys were just like, you were way too forward, you know?
Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Yeah, it do be like that, DK.
I'll patch you up. Put her on your toes.
How loud is it for you guys? Is it really loud? Can you still hear the game and all?
I'm just dying.
That's much better.
Oh, he just wants to turn TTS back to 300.
You're ready for action.
Where's your thing at? Don't recommend this spot. This is a very popular place for people to come up and flank. Don't recommend that. If anything, I would go up here and hide it in like one of these corners here, right? Like, because right here, even if someone walks around the corner, they might not see it immediately as they're trying to like push forward into here. So keeping it in a corner like this, or even down here in one of the corners, like even right here is a lot more effective than where you have it. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind. A little distracting, I can hear. Okay. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Pigeon. Prognosis, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome in.
You're welcome.
Guys, I need brain cells. No brain cells needed. We're rocket mains here. What The only word you need to know as Rocket is sell.
This is real firepower! My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up. Finally bouncing back.
I am strengthened for battle.
Satisfying.
That's much better.
Dark magic.
Goodbye, Dive Heroes. We'll see you season 3. It's gonna be rough.
More tentacles than Gargantos
All right,
himself.
that feels better.
Someone scratch my back.
Innocent sea life.
Where am I? Invisible? Shields up!
Relay deployed.
Disappear!
I'll patch you up.
Every little bit helps.
At least it wasn't emojis. That's true. I do actually like putting that respawn beacon back there.
Feeling fantastic.
Another place you could put this, by the way, I know I'm bringing it up, but another place you can put it is right up here. It does not slide off. So you can like do a wall boost off of like the truck here, go up top here, throw your thing. Like they'll spawn in and then slide down into the fight. Just keep that in mind. Nice job using that height for her ultimate. You definitely held on to ult too long here, though.
That's much better.
Would have used it much sooner in the fight and to be able to hold the corner. A big part of this game, right, is being able to hold your corners. So, for instance, when you were over here, right, for this corner area, you should have used your ult while they were trying to, like, fight into this. If anything, you just give your team a fighting chance, especially with the Widow spawning back in. Give your team a fighting chance to be able to hold this, because these are the choke points that really matter on the map. You know what I mean?
You're ready
Spy some bad
And
guys.
this is why I
Good
can't
medicine.
breathe anymore.
Can I check yours if we get to it for sure? You gotta leave your information in the Discord. You gotta leave your info in the Discord. You should see at Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review section in the forums.
Now. Crab emoji, crab emoji,
Feeling
crab
fantastic.
emoji. Now imagine that times 250. Insane.
I don't think it would actually go through. I'm pretty sure it would just get it would get stopped early because of the spam. Thank you for the 100 biddies though.
Thanks.
Disappear! I'm ready to put on a show!
I am strengthened for battle.
I'll patch you
Not
up.
the crab rave.
By the eye of Agamotto!
This is real firepower. Wait, isn't he the
Yeah,
guy who was supposed to
not a
solve all
great
this?
time to ult. Not a great time to ult. You ulted there right when your team got eyed, and that's just kind of a slap in the face. The team does not want to enjoy the amplifier when they are Eye of Mama Coco'd.
That topped me
So.
off. Thanks.
I'm sure that earned a couple slurs in your game.
The wounds are gone. Thanks.
Does it have to be Rocky gameplay or can it be anyone? It can be anyone. A lot of people ask about Rocky gameplay because it's the person I play the most, but it can definitely be anybody.
I unleash the Vishanti's power!
There's good information across the board.
Spiders don't grow on trees, you know. Someone scratch my back.
What are you at the moment?
And this is why I can't breathe
You're ready
anymore.
for action.
Good medicine.
Yeah, your DPS could definitely be higher. A lot of opportunities for it.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
You're playing really far back. Really far back. Like, I agree that you should be, like, backing up in this point because it is the play, but you could definitely be up further with your tank there. Like, it seems like he's at least trying to be pushed forward somewhat and not getting any support with it. So pumping on orb and then doing some attack would be super helpful for your team.
I'll patch you up.
Definitely should be taking back your beacon before it, dies.
Feeling fantastic.
So you can get a quicker respawn.
This is real firepower.
Don't let anything stand in your way.
Every little bit helps.
Let the darkness take them.
You suck at Overwatch clones? Do you suck at Overwatch? Right there, I would have meleeed, by the way. You can melee through his shield, and it's so funny to see.
I'll patch you up.
Our enemies are near.
Get that
Who'd you play in Overwatch?
Team player. That's relay deployed. It ain't
invisible?
cheap. You're ready for action.
Again, everybody's already healed up all the way. Also, that's not going to stay. Yeah. Building.
Much better. You're welcome. Relay deployed.
Awkward.
It ain't cheap.
Behind you.
Take this.
There you go.
See, I'm fucking helpful.
It definitely looks like you're tracking with your eye and not your hand.
You're ready for action. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Yo, it's good, Aqua Dog. How you doing, dude?
By the eye of Agamotto.
Good job backing up.
I'm ready to push
This is real firepower.
Babies, here they come.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. You're ready for action.
Jesus fuck. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that. Yep. No, that was a bad one. Holy shit, dude. What was that? 666 bits. I'm just chilling and cooking myself. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, it's just loud noise in ear. Bro, disable that. Oh my god. That was insane. I didn't even see what happened here. How'd you die?
Oh, I'm not.
I am strengthened.
A little help, please.
Thank you for the 666 bits, Star Hill.
Every little bit helps.
Psycho. Yeah, you're just okay, I know what your problem is. It's two things that play in well, it's three things that play into one another.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Three things that play into one another.
Here. Pay up. I'll patch you up.
Only 60 seconds left. So close.
I unleash the Visanti's power.
Again, right here, you're strange ulted and you're just shooting healing orbs at him. Awkward. So you ran into your team here. In this instance, you have a wall to climb. Climb up the wall and just go inside this area. He still died. That's fine. But like, if he didn't, you know what I mean?
Armor patch here. Pay up.
What's so bad about playing Five Nights at Freddy's? I don't like it.
You're ready for action.
Jump scare is loud. I'm not a huge fan of FNAF. FNAF. You get a lot of kills in game, but you die a lot, and I want to know why. Yeah, if you post your game and all that type of stuff in the Discord in the right section, like just follow the rules that's in the Discord for it, I can review your game and tell you what's going on. I guarantee you I can pinpoint it. I'll give you $200 to keep it. That's a wild statement. OG, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch.
We've got trouble.
When does maintenance start? I don't know. I don't know there was maintenance happening. Is that happening today? Do you want a good game or a bad game? I want a game that you want, like you want to know more about. Like, why did I win this? Why did I, or like, you know, why did I die so much? That type of thing, right? Games that you don't understand why these things happened is going to be the things that are going to be the most useful, right? For you and for everybody here watching, etc., etc. Because a lot of people are like watching this gameplay and they're like, oh man, there's so many things I'm realizing about this person's gameplay that matches my gameplay, and this is a way that I can like better myself. You know what I mean? You want 71-19? Would that be good? Yeah, probably. 19 deaths, that's a lot. 71 kills, great. 19 deaths, that's a lot. So we can take a look at that. Okay, so in your case with Rocket, first of all, love the flower. That's cool. I'm not gonna be super great here. My mouse is completely dead, so I have it plugged in. So it's got a tether going on. What I would recommend doing, there are 3 things that you need to work on, Alder. 3 things. You didn't tell me the 3 things? I'm going to. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Okay, so first of all, go into the practice range, come down here, select Luna Snow, select random. Oh, sorry, fixed, and have it at 20 meters. Make it dynamic. Do the move action at random. Keep the movement speed at normal. No timer, and optional for your music, right? And then activate it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stand about like right here, because this is the engagement range that you can start engaging someone with your weapon, okay? You don't want to really engage too far back here unless you're done healing, right? So it's not bad to practice this a little bit just to be able to get like an idea as far as how your weapon is going to work in these scenarios, but ultimately you're going to want to be like a lot closer, right? From here, start choosing your targets and trying to shoot them like as they're doing the thing. I would also recommend going to your practice settings and turn off ability cooldown so you can kind of just hold down your weapon, right? Because the whole idea is that you're just tracking how your weapon is working, right? You want to be able to like figure out how to get this down. The reason I say this is that whenever I did see you start to use your main weapon, I realized that you were flicking a lot. Like you were like, oh, this type of stuff, right? So you might want to adjust your speed for your crosshair movement, for your aim movement, right? Your mouse movement. You might want to adjust your speed because it doesn't look very smooth. But if you just start tracking people in here and get more comfortable with being able to do that with these types of with this character, it's going to make you so much more confident. And that leads into my second point. What I saw from your gameplay is that you were just lacking a lot of confidence, right? You were panicking a lot. You were lacking a lot of confidence. And I feel like by having this, it's going to build up your confidence, right? With being able to, like, if you are in a situation that you're getting ran up on by whoever, you're going to be a lot more confident with being able to try to take them out if you feel like you're actually able to hit your shots in this situation. You know what I mean? You can involve some movement in here as well. Like you can kind of run people down a little bit. You can practice being able to walk back from an enemy while they're doing their movement stuff, right? And the whole idea is that you're just trying to understand how these projectiles are working while you're moving around, right? That will give you confidence. That's the second thing to work on through that method. And then thirdly is your positioning, right? You got to understand that with Rocket, if you are this far away, sure, you definitely want to fire a lot of healing orbs, but if you don't have anybody to heal, then try taking some shots, you know? That's what I'm saying, like practicing from this distance, it's not going to be like, this is not super beneficial to your team for the most part, but it is helpful to be able to put out some damage, right? If anything, just be able to break out some strange shields, stuff like that. And learning this distance will be super helpful for like actually being in the game, right? So you just walk around, try to refine this skill a lot, and it's going to make you more confident, which means that you'll start having better position because you'll actually be able to be up in the front with everybody. You can even try practicing like shooting Luna and popping out a heal orb every so often, right? Just every so often, pop a heal orb out, like get a Luna to half health and pop a heal orb, right? It's like, okay, dead, heal orb, half health, heal orb. Oh, almost dead, heal orb, you know, stuff like that. Doing that is going to practice you being able to switch between healing and doing damage while also moving yourself. It's a lot of different things that you got to keep in mind while you're interacting, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. So those are the three things. It's your positioning, it's your aiming slash like because even when I saw you healing, you still weren't like actually trying to shoot the person, and I get it, you don't really need to do so in this season, but it's still a good habit to be able to form, right? And especially with this new season coming out, it's so much more imperative with Rocket that you actually hit your healing orbs instead of just shooting it into the crowd of people. I saw a lot of situations where like someone was like going behind you and like you were looking at, I could tell that you were looking at them with your eyes because you weren't really moving, right? And then when you did move, you went like, oh shit, but they were like right here, you know, you overflicked. So practice your aiming, practice your shots, and through that gain the confidence to be able to push up and actually be in the fight. And I think you're going to see a lot better results. Can you review? Like I said, if you hop into the Discord and you follow the instructions in the Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review section, then I can, it has a much more likely chance I'll actually be able to take a look at your VODs to review. Yeah, next season it's very mandatory. What's the Discord? Link is in the bio. Link is in my bio. I can't link coordinate chat. It doesn't accept links in the chat on TikTok. Okay, now we got Kristen Wolf. What we got with you, Kristen? Let's see. Let's go to here. Favorites, match replays, bam. Okay, no rank, not a comp player. It's just playing casually and guy MVP as Rocket. I don't think I'm ready for comp yet because I'm a console player, but despite my aim and only dying once throughout the game, I think I did pretty good. Also to note, I am a Smith. I just haven't been able to buy or resub to you yet, but I would like your opinion on what I could do to possibly get high kill games while maintaining the same assists ratio.
The right heroes could make all
High
the difference.
kill games. Okay. We'll see how that plays out here. Oh, it's the same map. Nice.
I'll patch you up.
All right, what do we got here? So obviously I can't speak too much to controller as far as how things are working, but still same fundamentals. Just a different like platform to play on.
You're welcome.
The symbiote Spider-Man returns.
I am Groot.
All right, so yeah, definitely push forward to get onto the point there. If you're gonna play in the back, at least play on the point. All right, you heard the audio cue. Nice, start to push up. You walked right past him. The Spider-Man was up there. I guess he missed all of his shots on you, but he was right next to you.
You're ready for action.
Okay. Okay, so right here, already a good little thing. You're just kind of shooting to shoot at this point right here. When you're going around the corner here, you're kind of just shooting, right? It's good that you're starting to hit them, but you gotta be like more controlled with your firing. You gotta be more controlled with your firing. You definitely do burn people, but you usually start burning people if they don't see you. So I would recommend, if you're consistently firing, then he knows that you're right there. You're so small that you're actually able to hide behind the point here, right? So use that to your advantage. Start pushing this way, and then as he's pushing this way, cut around the back end, but stop shooting because he doesn't know where you're at. He probably still thinks that you're coming around this corner. In fact, he knows it in this case because you're shooting. But if you weren't shooting, you could go right back around and then completely like burn him. You know? It just gave him too much time to be able to think about what he's doing. You're losing your sanity? Hey, what's up, Sanic? Nothing wrong with that. Welcome on into the stream. Where do you put the name to review? All the information you got to fill out is in the Marvel Rivals Clips and VODs review. It's in the forums section under the town square. All right, another thing, make sure you are prioritizing headshots, especially on a still target. You do 2 times the damage for headshots than you do on the body. So shooting the body here, you're not even able to take them out because of the range that you're at. So you need to prio those headshots. It's so important for Rocket. Headshots are very helpful for that type of situation.
My good deed for the day.
Disappear!
So you dashed out your own Moon Knight ult.
You're welcome.
I definitely would have ulted forward here. This was unnecessary.
My good deed for the day. I'll patch you up.
Feels like an unnecessary Punisher ult, but it's fine. It's casual.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
What channel? In the forum section, you should see Marvel Rivals Clips and VODs. It's also in the notice board. You can see at the very top, I have a little thing that says, hey, by the way, post it in here. And you should be able to do it. Like, you should be able to click on that, and it'll send you to the right link for it. Why are you not using the movement to make it harder to hit? What are you talking about? Right now, we're doing a VOD review. This is not me playing. This isn't me playing.
You're ready for action.
What is your thing at right now? Okay, another thing right now that you're kind of at a stalemate. Get into the back line a little bit. Just get an off angle, right? Like you're definitely able to hop out of this situation to be able to to be able to go up here and help out your team, right? Like just hopping up here. Dude, I love running down Moon Knights as Rocket. It's so effective, right? So effective. It might be a little bit less effective once this new patch comes out, but at the current time, dude, Moon Knight's free cake for Rocket, honestly. But hopping up here is just going to be super useful in general. You can get your respawn beacon up in this corner or up in this area. You can put it up at the top here. You have your ultimate, so you could use it like right here to be able to help push back into everything. Just in general, you're at a fake standstill again where like there's not a whole lot going on that's keeping you guys from being back, except that you're just choosing to be back. Use your ultimate to be able to help your team push forward and want to be in the fight in the first place. You know what I mean?
You're ready for action.
Off angle is the name of the game for Rocket. Off angle is the name of the game.
This is a nice spot. You're welcome.
I'm going to recommend the same training as well with the Luna bots and all that type of stuff. Definitely want to take advantage of that.
This is real firepower.
Definitely want to take advantage of that. Why is Twitch laggy today? I don't know. Is anybody else lagging?
Let's get this.
You see bad Loki placement? Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You're welcome.
I'm good to go.
There's another. See?
He's on the enemy team though.
Someone scratch my back. Yeah.
Partners like the old days.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Herbie, my favorite robot.
I'll patch you up.
Let's do this, buddy.
Go.
So what I really like to do in this situation, again, this might change with the new season. I like to be on the left-hand side, playing an off angle, or even on the right-hand side, playing an off angle while healing my team. It's something I'm able to do is to keep the enemies off of me. Off of my team, which makes it easier to heal them, and it gives you more opportunities to be able to pick up a kill or two. Can you include multiple and you choose the bin? Preferably if you just choose one. Preferably if you just choose one for me to be able to look at for whatever reason you want me to look at it. What's up, Buckeye? Just makes it easier.
Judge, jury.
So interested how the new heals are gonna like be in like a situation like that with Venom. You could actually like pump a couple orbs into Venom and then prioritize the Spider-Man. It's gonna be disgusting. I definitely think with this new update, you're just gonna want to use Rocket ult like whenever you get it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get his ult really quickly. I do want to test that out actually. I want to test out how quickly you can get his ult. I actually kind of want to test that out today. Is Sidon here? Sidon, are you here? Would you be down to do a test real quick for me before the update comes out?
I'm fucking helpful.
We got a babysitter robot. Oh, great.
Like lambs to the slaughter.
I say a big thing you need to work on, Kristen, is going to be your aim.
Checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Yeah, definitely the aim. And the timing of that. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, definitely the aim.
Spider-Man gone?
Your crosshair placement is really low. You're going to want to raise up your crosshair placement. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to hit your targets. Because your crosshair is already going to be like towards like head level. You know what I mean? Remember console player aim? I mean, regardless, I've seen good console aim. You know, I've seen good aim on console. Don't let your what's it called? Don't let your platform be an excuse of your play. You know what I mean?
The moon. My good deed for the day.
You can definitely still be very accurate on a controller. You think it's 25 shield per bounce? What are you talking about?
I'll patch you up.
25 shield per bounce? What are you talking about?
Stay down.
He can get shields from something? What are you talking about? Oh, Moon Knight. Yeah. It's not from his primary. It's from his right click. Yeah, it's his right click thing. It's not his primary. His primary got a speed boost, like the projectile speed is buffed, but I was about to say, I definitely would ult here. This is a good, like, you're trying to push past this choke, so using your ult to be able to push the choke is very important. You're pushing into this main area, though. Again, go off to the left-hand side and get an off angle. Who's next? We'll find out here. Okay, my 2 recommendations. 1, go into the firing range the same way that I taught I can't remember the name now. Who I just say it to? Alder? Go in and do the practice range stuff, like I said, and focus these next couple games that you play, right? Focus on your positioning in the sense of try to be, if you notice that you're too in the middle of your team, try to be at an, and your guys aren't doing anything, get an off angle. Oh my God. Whew. If you ever feel like you're in a standstill, get into an off angle, right? Do you understand what I mean by off angle? Or do you need explanation? It's fine if you do. Could you go? We do have a list going on here. It's in the Discord section though. Okay, cool. Then definitely try to get some off angles going, Kristen. I think you'll have a lot better of a time. Make sure you guys are filling out the form correctly. I see craft. You put the replay ID in your in-game name, but I need your rank and I need the description for like what it is that you're trying to have me look at. You don't need to be up on my desk. Can I help you, ma'am? Your craft? Okay, then go back. If you can go through and edit the message and fill it out like how it's listed in the thing. It's just like your in-game name, your rank, the replay ID, and then what it is that you want me to take a look at for that match. Like, why am I looking at this? You know what I mean? Plat, everyone else is approximately GM3 to Celestial 2. Okay, rank. I'm Plat. Everyone else's GM is approximately between GM3 to Celestial 2. In-game name, Crazy Otter. Hi. So I participated in the NSE tournament here in the UK. I was playing with my team, the Team of Avengers, and we managed to make it to the last 2 sets before the finals, but unfortunately we ended up getting wiped by another team just before making the finals. I was hoping you could tell me what I might have been doing wrong during this last match, which was the longest of the 2 matches. I do feel that the other did just straight up diff us, but I still feel there are some things I or maybe my other teammates may have been able to do, or at least have gained a point. I'm the Cloak and Dagger player, although I am Jeff main, but our team comp wasn't fit for Jeff. Also, we did have technical difficulty at the end where our tanks had their PC crash. I will definitely take a look at your stuff, but not as a whole team, not as a full team. That's a whole like different level of coaching thing that it's too much for this type of format. You know what I mean? Okay, you are bam. So. All right, let's watch this at 1.5 speed. Okay, Cloak and Dagger gameplay. A McRib, homemade McRib? That's crazy. That's crazy. Fixed it? Okay, cool. Hold on one second. I'm going to be right back. Give me 1 second to use the bathroom. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? All right, see you later, Aaron. Have a good one, dude. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. I was worried.
Okay, so just pumping out a lot of heals and stuff.
Behind you.
Ooh. Okay, let's take a look at that real quick. Let's see how you wound up going down there. Oh, oops. There we go. Oh, why? Okay, whatever. Okay. So, a lot of audio to your right. And I feel like no one is really looking at that. Like, no one's turning around for that. Awkward miss on the snowball. Yeah, and then you were just out of position there. So, if you take a look at... Yeah, if you take a look at what's happening here, right, with everything that's going on. So he runs through, and you're here. Like... Did you... Wait, what? What happened to your...
Attack them.
Hold on. So bam. You transform. You transform back. Did you not have your...
I am strengthened for battle.
Okay, you got pushed forward. Okay, so what you needed to do here, like cool that you put the bubble down and everything, but honestly, what you should have done here instead is that he put you out of position. Like, his whole point was not to kill you directly with that dash. The whole point was to get you out of position and have your teammates turn around, right? Which, if we take a look at what he did there with that, that's exactly what happened. She used up her utility. Everybody kind of looked around and everything, looked behind them, and it pushed you out into the open here for everybody to start hitting you and doing things with you, right? What you needed to do is you needed to cloak and just like get yourself back in a better position. Because right here, you're so out of position. Obviously, Magic sees that and hops right on you. You gotta utilize your tools to be able to put you in a better position. Namor did, actually, which is good on him. You shall return? Sounds good, Pigeon. See you in a bit. You had to edit info on one of the device that fixed it? Cool.
There's still a chance to stop them.
I think I was trying to stay in my healing bubble, but definitely should have faded away. Healing bubble is great for you, but honestly, healing bubble is so much more effective on your tanks, right? You definitely want to use your cloak if you have that ability to be able to get out. If you are putting your healing bubble down, it's going to help keep you up, but you had no other support from your strategist because they were all focused on taking out the dive, right? Leaving you to be the only support that was up, and you were not in a good position there to be able to be playing as a strategist, as the support side. Does that make sense? Like, if you have... Open up. So, like, it was Strange here, you here, and then DPS support, right? Strategist. The thing came through, ran through over here, and then the magic started entering in over here, right? So they all started looking right here, right? Now, what would have been better is if instead of the Luna, or whatever, I think it was here, I think it was Luna here, Invisible Woman and Namor, and then you could have looked at magic, right? Have the Luna focus on everybody else, because Luna has the biggest FOV of everybody in her line of sight, right? As soon as you started looking this way and then she's looking at this person, as soon as you look this way and everybody else is looking here, nobody's looking at you. You are in the offensive cone here, right? So no matter what you're doing, you're not going to keep Strange up, right? and keep yourself up. One of you has to die unless you're directly like behind Strange. So what you needed to do when he ran through is either immediately get yourself, let's see, all the people here. As soon as he ran through, you either needed to get yourself behind Strange so that way his shield could have helped you out, or cloak yourself in the back here so that way you can start healing everybody, including the Strange. Like pop your bubble on the Strange and then cloak out. You know what I mean? That's the more optimal thing. The magic then would have came in after one of these guys. You're keeping them up because they're all looking here. Like that's the play that you needed to do here. Your position was not advantageous for you to be healing people. You needed to be in survival mode. That's all. D13 ill, D13 ill. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Welcome in. Also, that's true. Yeah, you're one thing I feel like you're not utilizing enough is your cloak. You're using a lot of dagger, right? You're using a lot of dagger, but every now and then, especially with how quick it is to pop into cloak, utilize that utility that you have. Cloak has so much utility. If even just blinding and doing the damage boost, you know, they have Thing, they have Venom, they have a lot of these characters that like, once they're in, it takes a second for them to get out, and what they're not going to anticipate is having a big blind and damage boost on them for then your team to just look at them. You know what I mean? So a big part, so far, working on your utility usage and your positioning is really the biggest things I'm noticing here. Again, here, there's no reason, like, you don't need to be here. You know what I mean? They have Venom, they have Thing. They just ulted with like all these characters on the enemy team, with exception to Luna, have big AoE. So like if you're grouped up, that's going to be so beneficial for this team, right? Whether that's just him, just like Namor just chucking like his tridents into the group of people, whether that's Magic just being around and just like swiping everybody, doing a lot of damage. Venom jumping on people, Thing hopping on people. That you guys are all in this one space right here, and you don't need to be. You have a Star-Lord that can get up into a different position. You have a Namor that can get up on height if he needs to. Your Cloak and Dagger, you should have like done your cloak thing to be able to get up to the high ground here, because you can heal from a really far way away, right, and still pump out your utility and do all the things. You didn't need to be where you were, right? And if anything, you being in a different location would have made it so that the magic could have like gone after you, and then you could have cloaked out. Like you can use this thing and hop up here while this fight is happening, and then as soon as any of the other people come to dive on you, you can get out basically for free, and it pulls them off your team. So big thing is positioning here, and that's the biggest reason why it just doesn't wind up working out. So yeah, you even use support ults and it doesn't matter because of all the AoEs, which is exactly what I was just talking about there. Because it, like, you guys use a support ult, right? And that's good and all. Hold on, let me back it up here. This is pretty much all I need to see of this game so far. Like, this part of this game is all I need to see to tell you what you need to work on. And maybe even your team, but specifically you. So watching this in slow motion, right? Let's go back even further for a second. Let's just watch this in slow motion. Okay. So kind of a slight overhead view here, right? The enemy team is still on their way back. You have Star-Lord in an off position here, right? Everybody else is here on the site. What you should be doing in this situation right now is taking that jump pad and hopping up here to be able to utilize that cover, or getting up into this location right here, right? You already have two other supports here. You don't need a third one to be directly on the point. Okay, so they have two of their people so far, two of their dives getting ready to hop up top here. They're just kind of messing around with one another with the melee stuff. Thing uses his jump to be able to get up top there. So they're trying to take the height off of you guys. And it does work. It does like make your Star-Lord want to hop down. Which if anything, again, I would have him hop up top here. But they're basically staging right now. They're staging. Magic pops her ult so that way she can initiate. And Thing hops on her so that way she takes 35% less damage. She comes in to be able to hit a big chunk of everybody right off the bat. And again, you guys are all grouped up here. So this is 4 people right here that are just instantly getting hit by all of her damage, right? She does the portal while he's hitting his E. So a lot of that damage is mitigated by the distance. Venom hops on. So while she's taking all of your attention, this is allowing for both of their tanks here to be able, both of their vanguard guards to be able to hop on your team. Again, big AoE hits 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys right here with that. You're like right now they're diving you and your tank's all the way up here. It's not going to do anything, right? So he has to fall back, which means the rest of these people can push up to the front line, right? While everybody is getting distracted. Then I see the thing coming up over here. Knocks you up in the air, knocks Invisible Woman up in the air. At this point, Star-Lord's already dead because he needed to be up in a completely different location. Your Namor is trying to get off to the side to the best that he can. It seems like I don't see any squids from him though. Wonder if he's on a cooldown or what, but it's unfortunate. Did you guys have any other ults here? Oh, you had Star-Lord ult. Bad call. Definitely should have like hopped up in the air to be able to separate the cone of focus. Right now the focus is all right here because literally everyone in your team is right here. It just makes it so much easier. Think about it like this. I'm gonna keep on bringing up paint. I'm just gonna have paint up for this. Think about it like this. If you are like, say this is your screen right here that you're looking forward, right? Like, and here's the cart right ahead of you, right? That kind of shit. And you see your enemies, right? Is it easier to hit your enemies when they're all grouped up right here? Or is it easier to hit your enemies when you have like maybe a couple here, a dude up in the air, another dude up here, and then like maybe a person here and then a dude here with a big shield? You know what I mean? Think about this. You're getting like hit from this guy, maybe this guy. You're not sure even who to focus because these guys are here. If you guys are all in the same spot, it just makes it so much easier for you to go down. You know, no one's playing off angles here. All right, so your Luna's ulting, trying to push forward a little bit to be able to help out the Strange. Right here, everybody's full health. Your Luna should be switching over to do some damage here. And it doesn't seem like you guys are prioing any target. I see Namor shooting at the Namor. I see Strange attacking the Thing. I mean, Luna's just going all over the place. I don't know why Luna is going all over the place. Like, she can still move around, but doesn't need to go all the way over here. It's kind of hurting your Namor right here because he's going to start to not be in that cone. She starts coming back. I don't know what Invisible Woman is focusing. Maybe focusing trying to keep Namor up, even though the ult's going down. Yep. Venom hops up in the air again, gets another slam, goes down for an ultimate because the Luna ult's about to go down. Gets everybody down to half health. Luna's already gone because of that. Because they hop on her, they prio her. The ultimate tries to go up, but it goes down instantly because it was held on for too long. Should be coordinating that ultimate. Like, she should be counting down for Luna's stuff. And then everybody goes down piece by piece. All the while, they used 2 ults? 3 ults. They used 3 ults. And you guys also used 3. So it was a 3 for 3, but they used it so much more effectively in that case. Biggest thing I'm going to tell you to work on is your utility management and your positioning. Don't be afraid to swap over to Cloak if anything just to use the damage boost and blind every now and then, especially with the characters that they have. A lot of their characters have to get into the backline in order to be able to do anything. If you blind them, they don't know where they're going, and everybody is very clearly able to look at them, so make it easier for your teammates to be able to take them out. Play more off angles and communicate with your team better to target prioritization. There you go. Like I said, I don't really need to see the rest of the game. That right there encapsulates everything that I was noticing like throughout the game. Because it was the same thing that happened in the first little bit there, and it's the same thing that happened there. That was just a lot more textbook of an example of holding the site. You know what I mean? So take that into consideration. Also, Danky, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome on in. My question is, why are they not running Loki to stop Venom and Magic? I mean, homie could have gotten banned. Who knows? Who knows, man? I mean, team comp does play a big part into it, but ultimately, like, you can still very much win with the comp that they had. The bigger thing was, like I said, the positioning and utility usage. Those were the bigger things to have to focus on there to fix. No one on the team can play Loki. There you go. Either way, the team comp that you had could have worked. It's just not very effective in the way that you played it. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. We have Blood Wild. Okay, I'm not going to look at these unless the person is here as well, though. Is Blood Wild here? I think homie's still here. Black breaking out the NFL marker board. You goddamn right, dude. Dude, I would love to do coaching stuff. That'd be so much fun. So much fun. Do people actually get paid to do coaching? Like, do people actually are able to make something out of coaching? I don't see Blood Wild in here. Blood, if you I don't see Blood Wild in here. That was at like 3 p.m. Yeah, I made the post in the notice board in the Discord earlier to say, hey, by the way, this is what we're doing today. So that's what they did. Is there a specific rank you got to be for this? No. Okay, I don't see Blood Wild in here. So if homie hops back in, we'll do his stuff, but I don't see it in here. Okay, Pooh Man 22. Hell of a name. Let's take a look at that. Rank Diamond 1 Smurf to help friends get up main Celestial 3. Any advice on my Human Torch gameplay would be much appreciated. I just want to get better with him, and I think he's very fun. He's definitely getting a huge buff coming up this next season. I played him a bit in the new season that's coming up, and he's very strong. If anything, it's just because of the buff to his responsiveness with his primary fire. That's going to be very huge, and he also gets a big shield buff whenever he activates his slam. So keep that in mind. Like, that stuff is going to play a huge part into his survivability in his gameplay. It's very nice though. Good changes. Good changes. All right, Pooh Man 2. Okay.
And so it begins.
Let's see.
Some sort of weird robot spider nest. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Oh. Did I just...
Man, I gotta make another beacon.
Interesting. I accidentally said that at half speed.
You're welcome. Woo! I am hot.
This is gonna
Okay. So homie's in the back.
Spider nest. What's for you?
Okay, so
A nice ally awakens.
okay, I think I have an idea somewhat already of what something you need to work on. You just got here from YouTube. Your Rocket videos really helped me. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad that you like it, Caesar. Love the name, by the way. Glad that's helping you out, man. Welcome in. Get some love and chat for Z's there. First time being in here.
Like a day at the spa. I'm clocking some bad guys.
They faded halfway. Stump them.
What's with all the spider bots? I'll deploy another team.
Look behind you.
Okay. So what I'm noticing right now is what you're trying to do here is stall for your team, right? Your team is not with you right now, so you're trying to stall for them. However, one of his best utilities for stalling a point is using the your what's it called? I can't remember the name of it, but basically the flame wall. Using that flame wall is a great way for you to be able to get people off of the site, or if they are on the site, they're going to be dealt a lot of damage. You were doing a good job using the cart for your holding spot, but you are a flying character. Take advantage of the fact that you're a flying character and use some other areas there to be able to hold better. For instance, when they were pushed up over here, I noticed a lot of them were like right here. Like the cart was right here, and a lot of them were right here. There's no reason why you couldn't have, instead of playing right here to try to keep them off, playing up here instead is actually so much more useful, because you're able to get on this side and this side to be able to play off of which way that they're looking at you from. And then again, just placing down like a bam, 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 bam to be able to get them off of the cart. Or if they do have to be on the cart, then you're like hurting them the whole time. It's going to stall out the team play a lot more for everybody involved. You know what I mean?
I am ready to put on
Does it have to be quick play also? Because I'm only seeing quick play. No, we've had I think only one quick play today. Is this quick play?
Your powers are mine.
This is ranked. This is a quick play. Another thing I'm noticing is your accuracy while moving. I'm noticing that to be a pretty consistent thing. When you're in like one location, your accuracy isn't too bad.
My hair's all messed up.
But as soon as you start moving around, you're not tracking very consistently.
Now might be a good time
So you're definitely going to want to work on your aiming and tracking while you're moving. Pyro prison is what's called. Pyro prison. Thank you.
Yeah. Now
I need assistance.
Also, you get your L2, I guess it is for you. You get your L2 really quick. Really quick. Definitely utilize it more. Yeah, you're using that dash a lot. Taking on a Hawkeye head on, like he counters you, right? He's really good at countering flying characters like that. You definitely don't want to fight him head on. That's when you want to take an off angle and you want to try to jump on him instead from a side angle. Because otherwise he's going to do exactly what he just did to you there. He's just going to shoot you as you're diving to him. What's up, Foul? Blacksmith needs some coaching gear on for the reviews. I agree. I agree. That'd be sick. I need a coach hat. I'm excited to make a lot of this type of stuff for when the 3D model comes out. Just like make myself some hats and some gear and stuff like that I can wear for this stuff. That'd be so cool.
Help, friends.
How you doing, pal? There you go. Yeah, it took way too long for you to use that. And that helps get your ult set up so much quicker too. So useful. In this case, I would have just backed up prior your life. You can't do damage if you're dead. A whistle too? Totally down for that.
all messed up.
Yeah, definitely needs to take more advantage of the pyro prison. Off angles, pyro prison, aiming while you're shooting. Just a big part of his positioning.
Dodge this.
Okay. If you're gonna ult here, they're all pushed up right here. I know you can't directly see it, but they're all trying to push this corner, right? Ult, but come back here, right? Open this up, ult, and then when you come through here, look at how much more available you are right here, right? Your team can push forward, and then they're looking at you. You still have this cover to play around, so you can continue to peek out. There's like, bam, tornado, bam, tornado, bam, tornado, bam, tornado, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you'll be totally fine. Especially if you communicate with your Mantis to give you some heals while you're up here and damage boost. I mean, bam, bam, bam. Utilize that positioning. Yeah, because you're just not really able to take advantage of that. You weren't really able to take advantage of your ultimate because you just instantly became primary focus. You gotta be able to move to a spot that is not gonna have them instantly look at you. Whenever you ult in this game, you don't want to be, especially if you are the source of the ult, right? Iron Man, Star-Lord, and like all these people, right? You don't want to be out in the open with it, with minor exceptions to like Luna Snow or something like that, where obviously you got to be out in the open to make it work. If you can, as a DPS especially, be in a position that people aren't looking at you when you ult, that's so much more effective than you ulting right in front of everyone's face. Yeah, it's in the Discord. You just got to go to the right section and give the information. That's in that section.
I'm ready to put on a show.
The spider bombs have been disabled.
Dodge this.
I would also look up some videos as far as how you can use your pyro prison the best. I think that's going to be really useful for you. Just look up some preset videos and then practice it. That's a good job. Using that dash there was really effective. That's nice. Took advantage of them having to push the choke.
It's spider time!
Yeah, it's the same thing that I'm seeing right here. Okay. I think I saw pretty much all I need to see from this to be able to tell you what you need to work on. The things that you need to work on is fully utilizing your utility. I see you really trying to just shoot people with your primaries a lot, but you have other things in your arsenal, and you definitely want to use that to your advantage more, right? Along with that, Pyro Prison is one of his major, like, unique parts of his kit. You want to use that a whole lot more effectively. Work on your positioning. If you find that like nothing's really happening in the position that you're at, like you're not getting kills, there you keep on pushing, whatever it is, right? Switch up your position, because obviously that's not working for you or your team. So you need to go and take a different position to be able to throw the enemy off. Because right now, again, in that same scenario that I talked about before, if everybody in the map, right, if they're trying to push this corner here, if the enemy team is right here and they're seeing everybody on your team here, they only have to pump out damage in this space, right? But if you go up through here and you enter into this doorway here, then they have to look behind them as well. That splits attention. That means that like you might have like three people looking this way and then 2 people looking this way, but you have 5 people over here looking at the 3 right here. You know what I mean? Or 4 right here, whatever. Either way, you're offsetting the team enough. You know what I mean? So take that into account as well. I'm going to go now. Thank you for the feedback. Definitely needed it. Hope you have a good day. See you. All right, see you later. Have a good one, Crazy. Thanks for popping in, dude. I kind of missed it. What did you say to do with Luna Snow in training? Oh, you go in. This will be useful for you as well. Pooh Man. Go into the practice range. Pooh Man, you still here? Actually, was Pooh Man here at all this entire time? I didn't even think about that.
I talk a lot, I fly a lot, I win a lot.
Who is Pooh Man? Okay, so going into here, turn on no ability cooldown, right? Go to your parameters, switch it over to Luna. This is good for any projectile-based characters. You can set it to either fixed or you can do random. In this case, for this character, I'm going to do random. And we'll do mid-range. For Rocket, you're probably going to want to do short range, right? Make it dynamic movement, do random movement, set the movement speed to normal, no timer, music is optional. Then start it up.
5, 4.
Pooh Man was always here in our hearts.
2,
True.
1.
Bam.
I'm clocking
Right?
some bad
So
guys.
while you're here, you just want to focus on your... God, it's so weird after shooting him on the main, because it's instant on the main. Like here, there's a delay. But yeah, you basically just want to be in the practice range here, and you want to practice like your projectile hitting, right? You can practice like laying some of these down as well while you're doing the
Don't
things.
step on lava.
Like getting kills is okay. The big thing you're wanting to focus on is how you're hitting your shots. So moving around, especially with something that I noticed that you were having a hard time doing, is moving around while also
Hero
hitting your
work ain't
shots.
easy.
And that's something that you can practice on. It's the same thing when it comes to the Rocket gameplay. Just want to practice doing that. God, this is... Dude, he's going to be so much crazier in this new... after playing him in that updated, dude, it's so much crazier. Because now I have to trail... I have to trail not only the shot, but I have to trail, like, when I click. On that, it's just instant. There's also kind of like how he does 1, 2, 3. It's just non-stop. It's just do. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's crazy. It's so much better. But yeah. Okay. Who else we got here? Craft. All right, we're on to Craft. Celestial 3. Just want to know why I'm dying so much. I started off playing Black Panther, but switched to I assume Star-Lord. Because it says started. Yeah, that or Storm or Star-Lord later on because of the team comp. Okay. Chat, 1 or 2? Should I choose match 1 or choose match 2? I got 2 things here. Like I say, if you guys can just give me 1, that makes it infinitely easier for me. 1, we're choosing what Cesar said. 1 it is. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on real quick. Is Craft still here? Craft, are you here? Can we see Rocket if someone wants to play Rocket? Who is this? This is Kraft. Yeah, 16 right there. Okay, cool. What's your name in game? Panther. Which number are you? 3? 3. Okay. Let's see what you got going on here. Why are you dying so much? Let's find out. Oh.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
My people look forward to the afterlife.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Ah, yes.
You're on defense playing Panther.
You were not blessed.
Okay.
Tastes like the heart-shaped herb.
They've made it halfway. Stop them.
Just waiting for your team to get back. Okay. So right here, it's just not a good spot for you to be in for Panther. Your team is definitely taking their time to get back, but like the whole idea here, I would imagine, would to be not to drag attention to yourself because you're in such a bad position, right? Let's see. Can I drag this back in? Where are you at here? Okay. You coming on? Okay. Okay. So taking a look at this here, right? So right here, you see the homie. Well, yeah, they see you. So you're like, oh shit, gotta get him. But you hit the ground, right? Right there, you already killed your, like you killed your ability to go in. It was a good job dodging that. Like dodging that was so huge, but you don't go in here, right? You don't go in. They're all looking at you. Like legitimately, you have this person healing this person, looking at you, looking at you, looking at you, looking at you. Who's the other person? Wait. Looking at you. Dude, they are all looking at you right here. That's not a good place to be in as a Panther, dude. You don't want people looking at you. You want people to not see you happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't want to go in here. It's good that you dodge that initial thing, but you just get out here. They got this point. You cannot like go in as the Panther here. You could if you had sneaked up better. If you snuck up better, if you weren't caught, then you could have done this thing. Because I've seen Panthers hold sight just by dashing through everybody and just being like the ultimate tickle monster. But it's because the enemy team did not see them coming already. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. So of course, like, you know, you dash in, that's cool. You might stall the point for like a millisecond, but they have so much displacement. So much displacement. As soon as you jump in, Cloak just like hides herself and anybody else who wants to be hidden in there. You already have this homie who's throwing spears at you. You got Thor that's going to push you right off the point, so it kind of makes the whole thing pointless. And then you have Strange who's going to block any other type of stuff. You know what I mean? There's just no point in doing what you did here. All right. Continue on. What's up, Melusine? Okay, let's see what's happening here. Nice, nice. Good job. You see that right there? It's great. You did hop in the middle of everybody, but you did it in a way that they didn't see you coming, right? If you would have done this in the very beginning, it would have like that would have worked out for you. It's all about choosing when you go in, right? So right here, they don't see you. You're utilizing the third person very well here, right? They already got point. They're not looking at you at all. You choose this opportunity to be able to hop up. Very risky with the Thor there regardless, but I think you still played it well. You targeted both of the supports here. You dashed in after hitting spear. Spear dash instantly. And then using that final kick to be able to get that kill and climb your way out and get out. Like, great job. Great job right there. You instantly put your team at an advantage. Even though they're getting dove, you did a counter dive. That's super useful. This is kind of an awkward part. But like overall, you counter dove and it worked really well. But it's because you were able to play sneaky, right? You were able to be that assassin. Not because you were in everybody's face.
Tremble before blast!
Get in there.
My strength. Behold the god of power!
So enemies are diving your team, including their Black Panther. This is where you would dive them. Nice, helping your team out. Because you really are just big bursts of damage whenever you have your abilities. There you go. Good deal. You do have a health pack in the back there. I felt like you probably could have gone after. But that's still fine. Okay, so let's take a look at why you died here. Okay, so let's take a look at this, how you died here. Okay. So again, you're kind of right in the middle of the team. They're putting out a lot of stuff. AoEs. Like, they have a lot of AoEs that they put down, right? They put out a lot of AoEs, and you're not able to get a 1-2 combo, a three-piece combo. What is it? Like a 3-piece combo, you do the spear, you dash through, or 4-piece. Yeah, 4-piece combo. It's spear dash kind of thing, right? You're not able to really get that here because or like dash spear, whatever it is, right? You're not able to get that combo off here for a multitude of reasons. One, like your whole team's dead, and the place that you did choose to hop into was not going to help you out, right? So what? Who is on your team that's alive right here? Venom. So the Venom's alive right here, right? You could have waited a second up here to evaluate the situation, because what you do, you kind of put yourself in the worst position. Like, if your Venom is here attacking everybody and they're all facing this direction, you can go off to the side here, right, as they're backing up, and then hop onto them. But instead, you're right there. So you're already getting looked at. You got instantly hit with that, what's it called? The damage increase in the blind, right? At that point, you just keep on going the direction you're going, because it's you get out of that situation. Yeah. They just had way too much utility to be able to deal with you there, and because you were the only person, it just made it that much easier to deal with you. That was unlucky right there, why it actually killed you. Like, why you actually died there is because of that stuff, not because of that. That was just unlucky. That was also just unlucky. What do you think of Rocket Alt change? I think it's super uncreative. Not a fan of it, but it is what it is. Oh, did you get revived? No, that's their Panther. Okay.
They hit a checkpoint. Now my
Tremble before her!
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Behold the god of thunder!
Nice, using that health pack. I mean, same problem as I said before. Same problem as I said before. There's just no point in doing it. You're not always going to be effective on Panther. In the sense of, like, you know, with Punisher, you can, like, pretty much always just get your shots in. When it comes to Panther, that, like, you're not there to do, like, a bunch of poke stuff like that. You're supposed to be able to dive in and get in there. Same kind of situation here. You chose to You chose to dive in like the worst spot, right? So, like, everybody's here and waiting, and you're using your third person well, right? You're using the third person well to be able to see what's going on here. They're all looking at these guys right here. So you know exactly where they're looking. You know exactly where they're looking. What I would wait to do here, because they got to push up with their strange, you're holding them off just fine right here. You're holding them off so well right here. You don't need to go in the first place. But even if you did, you wait for them to start pushing through here, right? And as they're pushing through here, that's when you can either hop on them right in the back as they're starting to push through this choke, or you come through here. Or even better, like the more optimal thing would be for you to have been like waiting up through here. So that way you could have been watching from the top here. You know what I mean? Like, be able to get up here and just get some side angles, any of that type of shit, right? This isn't necessarily a bad spot to be in, but you dashed in while everybody was looking forward. So everybody's looking at you. And that's why you went down. Everybody's looking at you right here. And then your only option is to dash back into your team to try to get some heals. But the enemy, like, tank and everything is already here. Like, they're already pushing forward here. If you just waited a little bit longer, you'd have been fine. You didn't need to do damage here. You know what I mean? Also, my teammates were really bad this game, I swear. I mean, Possibly, for sure. You know, I'm not saying so, but you can't control that. You can only control yourself. The biggest thing I've like focused on when I was like going through the ranks is that I can't do anything about my teammates. The only thing I can do is help my own gameplay. So that's what you learn from. Sometimes your team throws, and sometimes the enemy team just diffs you, and it's GG go next. However, there's still guaranteed things that you can do better. You know what I mean?
The eye of Agamotto.
That's what you should focus on, not your teammates.
Again!
Jesus.
Again!
Jesus.
Again!
Jesus. Holy dude. How many was that? Was that? Wait. Oh, Loki. There's a Loki as well. Okay. Wait. That wasn't even the Loki. It was just the him. Oh my god. Disgusting.
Against the world!
There you go. Good done.
Far too simple a victory.
My life force is exposed.
Nice. There you go. Took advantage of her putting herself in a bad position. Nice. You have ult here.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Nice. Let's see. Why'd you die at this one? Alright. You think he wants to go again? I think so. What do you think of the Strange Witch team up? I think it's insane. It's really strong. It's just gonna be super annoying. I don't think she needed it. I think she's really good at pub stomping. That's all she needed to do. Okay, so I noticed a couple of things here. You didn't have a target you were going after. Do you notice that? A big part of being a good assassin character is having a target that you're choosing. And you didn't really have that. So you started hopping in here. They did the portal stuff, right? You're utilizing the wall jumps, which is nice for sure. Getting a good... So right here, what you're doing here, right, is you're scoping out the area. You're trying to figure out who you need to target. So right now, the only people who are out is the Black Panther, the Thor, and the Strange. And then you have a couple Loki clones here in the portal itself. Right? So there's not a whole lot for you to go on, but if you do go on anybody, you probably go after the Strange here, because even if Strange puts up his shield, you can just melee and hit him up, right? Thor's going to push you around, and then BP, you're just going to have to diff the BP, but like, I don't know, hitting BP as BP is pretty rough. All right, so he hops out. You spear, dash, but you miss your dash. You spear again, hit the dashes, that's good.
Ah, yes, much better.
Okay. Definitely need to play around that health pack. So he grabbed the health pack, and that just saved his life right there. Him grabbing this health pack just saved his life, and that's something that you needed to prio. But you don't choose to continue engaging on that. Instead, you go after, it looks like, the cloak here. You start meleeing her, but again, just cloaks out. So let's see, you try to take some height here.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Tremble before Bast!
I don't know who... Were you trying to ult the cloak?
I am vulnerable. Bast, guide my spear.
Let's see. So cloak... Where's cloak at now? Okay, no, you're still doing that thing. Okay, so cloak goes up in the air. Okay, so you go up in the air.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Okay, doing it on cloak. Gets her. Use that to be able to take out the Bucky. That's good. Unfortunate spear miss. Oh, and so close on getting the Black Panther as well. I would say, honestly, the biggest thing here is just maintaining your target priorities. I feel like you swapped up so much that the enemy just stopped looking at you, because ultimately, like, not a lot of people are going to chase Black Panther, right? Like, it doesn't make sense a lot of the times to chase Black Panther unless you're one of the only people up, in which case, in here, you were one of the only people up, right? That's the only time really when you got prioed. The big thing is that you didn't really set a priority of who you were going to take out. You kind of just started going after anybody. You know what I mean? The whole team was there. The enemy team, yeah. The whole enemy team was there, and then it was you. So that's when they started looking at you. Did you notice that they didn't really start looking at you until that happened? Right? Like, you definitely like were a focus for some of the things here. This is when it first started, right? When it first started, everybody's all like hitting up your enemy team here, right? They're not really looking at you. Maybe some shots, but not really any commitment. This guy sees you, tries to take some shots out. But again, like with how much you're diving around, there's just not much to go on. So he just fucking pryos this health pack over here to be able to keep himself up. If you hit this dash right here onto the health pack, I think you would have won that fight easy. The only thing is that he would have, like, maybe would have grabbed you, but I think you still would have won that fight. As soon as you go out, though, he's not looking at you. You know, he's not looking at you. He starts prioring some of your other teammates here. The entire time this fight is going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, sweet moves, right?
I'd say overall, I think you did a good job at this last team fight. The things I'm nitpicking are definitely just nitpicks. I think the bigger issue that you wind up running into that I'm noticing on your Panther play is just more the timing of the positions of your engagements. You know how to do it correctly. I've seen you do it correctly multiple times in this match, right? But there are also several moments that you saw red and you did not disengage properly, right? You kind of just like every time that you really went in, it felt like every time that you went in and died, it's because you overstayed your welcome, right? Something that you could have done here is that as soon as that happened, instead of backing off, like instead of continuing to do the fight stuff, back off for a second, get out of their mind, like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, and then re-engage, right? Like you already did all that stuff, climb up to the top here, just wait like a second for everybody to not look at you and then re-engage. It helps out so much, so much. You being in the middle of the fight is just not going to help out majority of the time with Black Panther. You know, people are going to just like, especially with this many AoEs, with Strange AoE, Bucky AoE stuff. You have fucking even Panther just dashing through shit. You have Thor AoEs, Cloak AoEs, so many AoEs here. Just Loki's fucking shots are AoE. It's going to hurt you a lot just from the little bits of damage that you're going to take. You know what I mean? Yeah, the YouTube live is in the live tab on YouTube afterwards. All the VODs are saved. But yeah, does that make sense? I think that's the big thing for you. Just take a second while you're doing the things and focus on your positioning and when you engage. Senshi Kuriko. I know that other people have posted before Senshi here, but Senshi's a Smith, so we're gonna prio that. Senshi, are you in the stream? Hopefully that helped you out, though. I wanted you to see the Star-Lord. Let's take a look at it. We'll skip over to that Star-Lord stuff real quick. Is that in the same match? Okay. Let's skip ahead real quick to that. You're here? Okay, cool. Almost in second Senshi. I'm gonna skip ahead to this real quick and just see what's going on. I have a feeling it's gonna be a similar thing. I have a feeling it's probably gonna be a similar thing. Did you switch to it in the second one? Looks like you did. Okay. But we'll see. And that's not me talking shit. That's a very common problem.
Get that vehicle to its destination.
I don't think I'm gonna like it very much.
Aim for the big tree.
2, 1. Oh, thought you had me. Don't mind me. I'm just dying. We don't need changes. Oh, thought you had me.
Okay. Nice.
Keep going.
8 elements. Sharp.
Nice.
Strangers open the pit in there.
Good job. Came back to help your team. You notice the same thing with the enemy Black Panther right there. The enemy Black Panther dove at a time and position that just was not very advantageous for him to be able to help out his team. Nice. Getting the people who are going to do a lot of damage if they focus on off angles, and that helped out your team a lot right there.
Don't turn back now.
Oh, you're welcome.
The vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Honestly, just waiting for her not to die actually would have been funny.
Enjoy the
So let's see. Right here, I know you didn't die, but we'll take a look at it real quick. Okay. So start taking it off angle here. That's good. Okay, so you started shooting here right in the start, right? As soon as you started shooting there, they know exactly where you're coming from. They know exactly where you're coming from, right? And with a Hawkeye especially, you're dead. You're so screwed. Hawkeye with they have triple DPS, so they have a lot of means to be able to take you out. And Squirrel Girl, when you're that close, easy to be able to take you out, right? Super fucking quick to be able to take you out. Let's slow this down. So you start shooting there in the beginning, which means that like you were trying to get some like damage really quick before you went in to be able to get your AoE stuff. Honestly though, like I don't know, I just probably wouldn't have used your, if you were to use your AoE, maybe it's just to get the lamps out of the way. I'm trying to like justify it here, right? So sure, you can use it to try to get the lamps out of the way so that way you can ult for free essentially. But you don't shoot first, right? Like have some type of idea of what you're going into and make sure you're not just shooting to shoot. It's much more effective if you were to have just gone in or take an off angle to do this without exposing your intent. And that's why they were able to take you out like basically instantly. As soon as that happened, they started looking at you. As soon as you started shooting and you pushed into them, that's what wound up happening. Right here would actually been so good. Oh yeah, you wound up ulting. Yeah, it's a shame. Honestly, better call here. Better call. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20, but have intent with your push, right? So a better call for what you could have done here, right, is that you have your ultimate. And one of the only things that's really going to keep you from being able to be effective on your ultimate right now, because you know you just killed Cloak and Dagger, so they have to come back from spawn. The only thing that's going to hurt you is the Loki, right, from the lamps. So what you could have done here is hop up here. Instead of shooting first, just hop down here and like push in real quick, like do your boost pack or whatever to hop in here and start hitting your E. He probably would have panicked because he started panicking and popped his what's it called, his lamps before you even started doing like anything with your ultimate, right? So as soon as you came in here, he popped his lamps and just use that opportunity to be able to dash out of here. Once his lamps go down, then you can pop your ultimate and you take him out. You know what I mean? The cloak is still on the way, so not going to get there in time for you at least to take out 1 or 2 people. You know what I mean? Instead, you just wound up using your ult right in the middle of them, which I think hurt you a lot. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's unlucky that you ulted there, but I in general probably would have waited. You know? Okay, so what are you doing here? Okay, come back. I don't know why Squirrel Girl just didn't look at you, but that's fine. Yeah, so just have some more intent right there, and I think you would have been fine. Okay. Using the lamps, that's good. Map kind of screwed you over there. A little bit of a map diff. Nice. Nice job using your E to get some more ult charge. That's a big thing that you're using your E for, obviously, is getting your ult charge. Ult, like your ult as Star-Lord is one of the best things about the character, and using the E is so easy to be able to get that. So I think you're using it pretty decently for that. Nice job.
We must play the role of gods this day.
By the eye.
Did you just not see him? Hold on. Did you just like not see that guy there? Well, did we see it because we're in the spectator mode?
Give me all you got.
Oh.
Someone scratch my back.
Your god is suffering.
Oh, yes, so. Yeah, okay. It's just
By
spectator.
the eye of Agamotto.
Unfortunate.
Our foes draw.
Yeah, I mean, right there, it's just, I mean, you push like right into a little hole for Squirrel Girl and Hawkeye. I mean, Hawkeye's not there right now, but Squirrel Girl, even like that's such a good place for a Squirrel Girl to be able to you just shoot into a hole and people die. You know what I mean? Like this is such an easy target location, right? Unfortunate ult overall. Just no one was in the AoE for it, but maybe you got people to move out of the way, so might have helped out. Just unfortunate.
Can't keep me down for long.
People call it totem. I call it lamps. I've always just had it heard it called lamps, so I just refer to it as lamps. I don't hear anybody like saying, "Oh, shoot the regeneration domain." You know what I mean? I hear them say shoot lamps though all the time. Nice.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Your powers are mine! Not alive?
I'm an easy target.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That's a shame. How did that work? Hold on. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, let's see.
Your powers are mine! Not
Okay.
alive?
So what happens here? All this stuff is going on.
My back.
I'm an easy target.
Okay, you see that the ult goes down, so you decide to ult. Ooh, nasty shot from the Widow. And then yeah, that happens. Damn. Yeah. Widow got you. Widow prioed you and got you. This is a perfect example, by the way, of exactly what I was talking about the other day. Like, DPS are not invincible when they ult. Not invincible. Oftentimes the exact opposite, especially considering that, like, they basically only have, like, they have one defensive support ult and it was down, right? Even if you had another support ult, it didn't even matter because you can just take him out that quick. Look how quick they took out Star-Lord because he just was right there. You know what I mean? You can take out DPS when they ult, and I feel like people like misidentify that. They're just like, oh no, we need a defensive ult, otherwise we die. Just shoot him. Just shoot him, forehead.
It's clobbering time!
Yeah, no, for sure. You just got shit on right there. There's that's just super unlucky. Because I don't think he even was Black Widow. Or maybe he was. I don't know. Either way, they're super unlucky that as you went up, that happened. Maybe just ult in a safer spot. But I saw what you were doing. I saw you trying to take advantage of the situation. I don't think it was a bad time to ult. It's a bad time in hindsight, but only because of hindsight. You know what I mean? I definitely saw what you were trying to do there, and I don't think it was a bad call. I think it just was unfortunate that the Black Widow was right there because she just took you out. A shot with the target prio. You saw that Cloak already used the cloak move to get out, and all the other supports were out. So there you go. Taking advantage of the fact that the lamps are gone. Yeah, I think you know this information. I don't think the stuff I'm saying there is necessarily like for you. It's more for like other people watching, right? Because I think you understand this information.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Just the idiots I was looking for.
Your powers together to victory.
Yeah, just waiting for that stuff. Prioring the Black Widow. That's good. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate that, like, you know, they switched to Wanda there, but to be able to take you out. But targeting the Widow was the right call. Waiting for lamps to go down was the right call. All that stuff, you know. Sometimes you just are in the range of Wanda. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that the engagements here weren't as much to blame, I guess, for that. Just, you know, I guess be more aware of where you're ulting. That's the only thing I can say. Especially in a team that's actually looking at you. I guess just play more off angles. There's more to critique about your Panther gameplay there than there was about the Star-Lord stuff, ultimately. At the end of the day, the big thing you need at prio is your positioning. Yo, Bloodwild, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, dude. I appreciate it. We were actually going to go over your video earlier, and then you weren't around for it. Welcome back in, dude. She could just die during the cast, not the ult herself. What are you talking about? Seen a Psylocke die during ult? No. Yeah, it's dying during the initial cast, but not during the actual ult itself. So what you're saying is I die because my ults are too obvious? Yes. On Star-Lord, yes. you're ulting right. So there's a time when like you can't do anything as Star-Lord except shout, right? Which makes it really easy for you to get target prioed, especially when they have a Black Widow. So that's where your positioning needs to be cared for the most, right? Like, I know it's really tempting to hop on a situation because you immediately see red with like all the support ults being down, etc. But you got caught out in multiple situations just because you ulted in their face as opposed to ulting off to the side and then engaging with it once it was already like active. You know what I mean? As far as Black Panther is concerned, that's just more positioning and timing of when you engage. And also the biggest thing I think that you could learn as a Black Panther to help your gameplay is your disengage. Learning when to disengage is probably going to be even stronger for you. Most of the time, whenever I saw you dying as Black Panther, a couple times it was because you engaged at the wrong time, but mostly it was because I saw you go in, and when you weren't able to get the kill right off the bat like you were with some of the other like good engages, instead of realizing, okay, that's it, I need to get out, you instead kept on going back in, and it eventually just led to you dying. You know what I mean? A little headstrong, that kind of thing. Who cares? Who asked, bro? That's why I quit Black Panther. I missed too many dashes and stuff like that. Fair enough. How do you get review? You just leave the appropriate message in the Marvel Rivals Clips and VOD review section of my Discord. Link is in the bio. I don't think it was a glitch when Invisible as Loki and lived. Interesting. You can animation cancel the shout of Star-Lord ult, by the way. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's more like a bug kind of thing than anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem, 16. Thanks for submitting the clip, man. Also, Bloodwild, are you here now? Are you here at the moment? We could do a ceremony and then look at your video. Psylocke can't hit invis targets. Really? I didn't know that, actually. Invisible targets? Interesting. Yeah, you're here? Yo, dope. Bet. Bloodwild. Can we do a... Okay, we're going to do a ceremony real quick for Bloodwild. Hold on. Blood. Where you at? Bloodwild. There we go. All right. Boop. There we go. All right, let's do a ceremony for Bloodwild real quick, and then we will take a look at Homeboy's gameplay, and then we will get to yours, Senshi. Did not forget about you. Bloodwild was just above you. So we're going to do Bloodwild, and then we're going to knock yours out. Okay? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please don your ceremonial robes. Let's do a ceremony for Bloodwild real quick. Jesus Christ, I'm tripping on my words. And we'll hop right back into doing some more reviews. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlesmiths, welcome to a forging ceremony. Here you are placed in one of three factions, either the Solar Smiths, the Iron Smiths, or the Shadow Smiths. Now, it is not for you to decide what faction you're a part of, it is not for me to decide. It is for the Forge to decide your fate, and the Forge has spoken. Bloodwild! Thank you so much for coming on over to the Twitch and dropping that tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. That being said, by the power invested in me by none other than the Forge itself, I would now like to welcome you into the Iron Smiths. Bloodwild, welcome to the Iron Smiths, and welcome to your newest family. Now, because we have so many new people here, I want to introduce to you guys the lore behind the stream and what it means to become a Smith.
Come, young one. Let me share with you the tale of the Smiths. Many eons ago, a race of beings called the Forgeborn were brought into this world. They were wild and fierce, and they roamed the world seeking carnage. A village in the land of Foroman became the subject of destruction, until the smiths, who were strong and cunning, came to their aid. Unprepared, the Forgeborn were wounded and set out to spread the word to their brothers and sisters, who decided to test the might of the smiths. In preparation, the smiths gave the villagers armor, weapons, and the training required to defeat them. Thanks to the smiths' guidance and wares, the Forgeborn were doomed to spend their days in captivity. Now that they had their newfound freedom, the villagers were finally able to expand their domain and to create kingdoms that were ruled by the Council of the Master Smiths. With focus elsewhere, the Forgeborn took advantage of the people's complacency and worked together to fabricate a weapon of their own design. Arath tu Nakar. Barite, who was a near-perfect replica of a Mastersmith, was made to become a member of the Council of Mastersmiths and to disrupt the progress they had made. In no time, disagreements arose and the kingdoms were split. Thus became the Solar Smiths of the North, the Iron Smiths of the East, and the Shadow Smiths of the West. With their alliance in shambles, the Forgeborn were able to escape their bonds and were released, taking new forms to immerse themselves in this new world. But do not be afraid, young one. There is yet another tale that says we shall be saved by a new smith who will unite the kingdoms and defeat the Forgeborn once more. Oh, so the story goes.
There we go. Yo, exclamation point socials real quick. If you guys haven't, go check out the YouTube, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon. All the different places to see our online, offline content, hang out with one another in the Discord, and see early access content through our Patreon. Thank you guys so much for being here. And that right there was a ceremony for Blood Wild. Again, welcome on into the Ironsmiths home slice. Make sure you say some. Oh, actually, I could just do it right here because I got you up. Boom. Ironsmiths. Change Nick's name. Blood Wild Smith. There you go. You are updating. Good to go. Thank you again, man. I appreciate that sub, dude. Thank you. Thank you. AI, there are a lot of AI elements in that for sure. A lot of it is photo compositing. I took like pictures of a lot of things, added some filters and stuff through it through AI through Photoshop, added in certain AI elements to be able to like pitch like basically cut a bunch of things together, right? It's not like I just like typed a single prompt in, then let it do its thing. I like typed in a thing multiple times, got a bunch of different results of different things for different parts and pieces of it, and kind of photo stitched it together, animated it, etc., etc. You know what I mean? What I plan to do is bring it into Unreal Engine eventually to be able to animate it properly. Right now, I'm learning how to do that stuff to be able to make my new model, which I'm really excited for. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm actually working on the clothes right now for it. So the clothes I just got done with for the high poly modeling. It's all going to be in 3D because it's Unreal Engine. So this is its current state, right? So right now I'm going through and doing some of the low poly stuff so I can actually make it animatable. And then, so to see it like on the character itself, this is what it kind of looks like, right? So this is going to be basically what the new character looks like. Of course, it's going to have like actual hair physics and all that type of stuff going on. So imagine this, except like, hold on. But this is the actual like homie himself here, right? So A lot of cool things coming along. A lot of cool things coming to the stream. It's ultimately just I need to work on it more and learn more stuff. Like a lot of this is super tedious stuff. Like I did all the artistic side of this, right, where it's like everything's all textured up and all looks nice. But right now I'm working on the technical side of it, which is like doing the low poly over it to make sure it's like it can be animated. And it's just taking a lot of time because it's a tedious process, but it's getting done. It's getting done bit by bit, and I'm excited to be able to show it to you guys when it gets there, you know, piece by piece. Of course, the hair physics, yeah, it'll be fun. I think so, Danger. I'm not a huge fan of when AI is just like the only thing that is in use, but if you use it as a tool, AI is a super effective tool, and I don't think that we should like shit on AI as a tool. I just am not a huge fan of when people use AI as the sole means of making the thing. You know what I mean? I tried my best to use it as a tool. Either way, I'm not super happy with it. I definitely want to make some adjustments to it and make it truly mine by going into Unreal to animate it. But it's just going to take time, you know? Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, Bloodwild, are you still here? Just check in real quick before we do your match. When are you up? What's your name in the Discord? We have this Senshi, and then next is, I don't know who this is. Oh. I don't know who this, oh wait, Pooh Man. I'm actually banning Pooh Man. I don't know who this actually is. Steve? Okay, cool. I had to ban Pooh Man for his account. I'm going to get rid of this message as well. Weird. Weird. Okay. Steve, then you're right after. So there's two people and then you're up next after that. All right, let's take a look at this. Should be Bloodwild Smith in the Discord. IGN is Step On Me group. Got you.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Cool. Rocket game. Love that. It doesn't have to be a Rocket game, by the way. I just like watching Rocket games because, well, that's who I play. So it's much easier for me to pinpoint what's going on. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Hold on. What'd you say here? Okay. Ranked Plat 1. Played in a 4-stack for this match from a little bit ago. I made it to GM3 currently. But this one still feels like a game I have the same issues in often. It went fairly well and was a close matchup until the 3rd/4th round where the enemy team started to snowball us and I wasn't sure how to deal with it. I still struggle often with the balance between healing and damaging in split-second moments, as well as how to handle accidental ult timings. Any advice or pointers would be appreciated. Apologies in advance for if it's jittery, bad habit of shaky hands when I play. Up until the 3rd, 4th round. Okay, so let's take a look at that 3rd, 4th round. Let's take a look at that 3rd, 4th round. So you're talking about like right in this area here. Let's take a look at that. I think that's where we're going to probably get a lot more things to be able to help you out.
This looks like a gate for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep, good spot for the thing. I love putting it there. You've been watching my video.
Someone scratch my back.
Insane IGN name. True. Yeah, you did. So it's okay. I won't judge you too harshly.
Healed at last.
Okay. Nice job getting out of the way of the venom there. So your team's getting pushed back. It's good that you're healing and good that you got that ult off. But definitely would have taken more of an off angle there. Okay, so right here, you're trying to get some damage off. And that's cool and all, you know. Definitely cool that you did that. However, it's more about when you did it, right? So right here, you're trying to get your ult. Totally get that. So pop out some heals, really get that ult charge up. That's nice, right? Doing all that. And you got your ult off. As soon as you got your ult off, I am leaving this. Oh, I'm leaving this area. I'm going back through here because the ultimate like will see you over here, right? So I'm going up to this area to try to jump on these guys and be able to take out this like low health Namor, try to take out like make Invisible Woman use her double dash, or Cloak use her like cloak ability to get out, any of that type of stuff. How you could even hop on the Storm here, which I think you wind up like to start doing here, right?
This is real firepower.
But you kind of did it in the worst way. I'll explain here in a second. So Storm is low. Storm is super low. Holy shit, Storm is low. What is that health do? What? How are you alive, Storm? All right, Storm is super low, right? So you definitely could just take some shots at her generally in the air. I noticed this is when you start to be like, oh wait, Storm is really low, and no one is healing Storm. What's going on right now, right? So you could definitely start to take some shots at her a little bit earlier. You got caught in the reload, which is unfortunate. However, as soon as she started getting healed here, well, either way, the way that you engaged in this was not useful. You are frontlining with Rocket as a little 250 HP character, and you're right in front of the Strange. Right in front of the Strange. That's so much damage, and then the Venom's also turning to look at you. Like, you are right here in the middle of everybody, not the play. The only time you really want to start engaging on people is if you're not the one getting looked at. If you're the one getting looked at, you need to get out of there. I've had the worst teammate twice in a game. I'm here to crash out on you. I'll hate everything you have. So starting with your ugly ass. Why the fuck are you reviewing Rocky games? He's so boring, man. Have a good day. I'm leaving. All right. Well, see you later, Gato. Huh. It's super weird. What just happened? Okay, dude. Sure. Some people need to vent out. That's okay. That's okay. Gato just needed to vent out. That's okay, brother. He wasn't mad at me. He's not mad at me. He's mad in general, and that's okay. Weird energy, a little bit. Some people just need to vent. I've found that over time, people sometimes just need to vent, and even though the aggression might be like projected and it's in your direction, it's not at you. It's just like they need to be able to get it out, and sometimes that happens in this type of situation. So it's all good, Gato. Hope you have a good day, dude. Hopefully you have better matches moving forward. Lord Redden, thank you so much for the sub on with that Prime, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Spidey, thank you for the follow on TikTok, man. Yeah, weird. He didn't say anything that's gonna break TOS, so all right, it'd be like that. Have a good one, Gato. Yeah, you hopped in the middle of everybody in the fight here, and that's why you that's bad time to do what you did right there. So, that's just a positioning thing. I feel like 90% of the time, positioning is the biggest issue for a lot of people. So, don't worry, that's pretty normal.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have almost there. Don't turn back now. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
You're keeping your eye out for the Storm. That's good. Nice. Good job. Good job. Holy, can we get a replay on that real quick? Love that. Love seeing a good Rocket do that.
I'll patch you up.
Keeping your eye out for the Storm. You see her and you dive right in her face. Storms are so like they just have no idea what to do with that information, and you just took advantage of that so well. So well. Let's watch it in slow motion.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep
Come on now.
momentum.
Yeah.
So
Alright, let's watch this happen. Alright, Storm starts to come around the corner here. I love this. Love this. This is great. This is you just being in a good position to be able to do this thing. Yep.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Yeah, great. Good job.
From the start.
disappear.
Great job.
Be right back.
Insignificant. Needed that, thanks.
Yeah.
A little help, please.
You're ready for action.
Did I see your message? Because I don't know. Had an eye break. I don't know. Probably not.
Can't take that many of them. My good deed for the day.
Nice job keeping him up.
You're ready for action.
Rest now, my
Gonna have to add that to your rocket play. Very useful.
More bad guys. Just what we need.
Attack them.
You got a tail.
That was.
You're halfway there.
Oh, why did you die there? What happened there? Oh, that's way too much backup. Cheat. Wait, where's this at? God damn it.
Anyone willing to help?
A little bit past this.
You're welcome.
What am I?
You're ready.
Wait.
You're welcome. My good.
Okay, it's past this point right here.
Someone.
So yeah, you're just way in, like, way out of position right there. That's fine. You got out of it, which is good. Okay. Keeping the venom on you instead of the team. Not too bad. Right here, I would use the wall boost. Okay, so you did a dash right there. Use wall boost to get out of there. It's a lot more effective. Unfortunate time to miss that health pack. Super unfortunate.
The only squid I help.
Yeah, using wall boost would have helped out a lot right there, though. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my movement video.
You ain't got rid of me yet. You're welcome.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. Feeling stronger already.
Yeah, I'd still look at it, Lizilla. We've had a couple of PlayStation.
This is real firepower.
Behind you.
By the eye of Agamotto.
I don't think you really play on point there. And if you do, you definitely don't jump around like you did. Use the fact that you're small and the point is larger than you to your advantage.
Keep up the momentum.
There's a lot of times they just won't even look at you if you're that small. Happens a lot. Your goal is to rescue as much ult charge as you could get that match, since we're on less sustain ult in the match. You guys do have triple support stuff going on
They
right
look
now.
like they mean business.
Don't mind me.
Oop. Got caught off guard. Good disengage though. You did not overstay your welcome, which is good. Ooh, that's so unfortunate.
It's a lot more than you know.
You're taking an off angle here though. That's good. Nice. Good job. Okay.
The current score is
It was solid.
5, 2, 3.
All right. What happens here?
Stop that vehicle in its tracks.
But trust me, that could change in a heartbeat. Let's get to that tree. Get this over with.
All right. You're using the wall here to be able to get a lot of height. That's really good. Able to hop on that storm for your teammate to finish her off. Super helpful. Good use of using off angles here. Is really helping your team out. You're establishing a lot of height, which is nice. Good job jumping down to take care of the venom. I think that's a solid play.
The only squid I want.
Good job getting your respawn beacon out.
Us against the world.
Yep, no need to play in that.
My good deed for the day.
Good off angle up there. I wouldn't have gotten off of it though. Yeah, no point in getting off of it there. Just stay up there.
This is real firepower.
Nice. Good target prio. Let your teammate steal with that person so that way you can take out the support.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop. You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Okay, overtime. Good that you're staying on point here.
But we're going to stop him.
Rocket's Rocket's not too bad to have on point at the end here. Good that you picked up the armor pack. A lot of people just like put that down and walk right past it. Nice job taking out the squids for your teammates. Got out of the way. Again, like getting out of that AoE is super massive for you. Let's rewatch these last moments here. Okay, so what happens here? what happens here? Okay, so let's back it up 5 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, so your team is on the point here. Big ult from Namor allows there to get an instant pick on the Moon Knight, but Moon Knight should get revived, right? Yep, he gets revived. But ooh, hold on. When did that come up? Back up one more time. Okay, so Namor drops his ult, takes out Moon Knight with Venom dash in, but Moon Knight is going to come back in. Right here, I don't know why Invisible Woman or Cloak doesn't ult. Okay, Invisible Woman finally ults. But at this point, your Cloak is already dead. As soon as that whale started coming down, there should have been an ult to counter it. Because that would have made it so that way your what's his face? Like your Cloak and Dagger could have helped out a lot more there. Does she get this ult off? Oh, she doesn't, because she's in the Storm ult. Yeah, there's just a lot of misplays here. I don't really know. I would say, like, one of the only things I could think of for you in this case is that if your whole team is getting jumped on like that, maybe you hop in the back. But I don't think that really would have saved them from anything that wound up happening there. It ultimately, I think, came down to there was a lack of defense ult to counter the things. Like, you guys had 2 defensive ults, right? So this is not a situation where it's like, oh, well, Rocket didn't have a defense ult, right? You guys had 2 defense ults, only got to use 1, and you used it after people were already dying. So in this situation, it sucks. It's rough, but they just utilize they just use their team stuff better. You know, there's not much you could have done in that situation. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't think you played a bad game. I think you played a good game. So, yeah. The only thing, I guess, I don't know. I feel like you were playing it pretty well overall. If you feel like your hands are getting shaky, I guess it didn't really like monitor that as much, right? As far as like you shooting or anything. If your hands are getting shaky, do breathing exercises. It helps out immensely. At the end of the day, like, really let this sink in. This is a video game, and there's nothing riding on any of this, right? This is a video game. There's nothing riding on any of this. You're playing for fun, right? So that should be nice and calming for you. You know what I mean? If anything, I would say, and I mean, I hate to say it at the same time, but make an alternate account. Make an alternate account and play ranked, right? Play ranked semi-seriously, right? So don't play to throw. I'm not saying like play on there to throw. Don't play on there just to stomp, right? But get up to like a pretty decent rank with it, and and like if you lose, just take that in. Or even if you lose on your main, just take it in and just understand, hey, it doesn't reflect who I am as a person. I'm much more than this. And I guarantee you your handshakes will go away because you're not going to care as much in a good way, right? In a good way, in a positive way. If you're caring so much that you're shaking, you're nervous, and there's no reason to be nervous. You know what I mean? Nothing happens. This is the honest truth. Nothing happens if you lose that match, but nothing happens if you hit one above all. Nothing. I hit Eternity. Do you know what happened for me? Nothing. Right? So there's no reason to let it get you shaky like that. You know what I mean? If you feel like that's a big issue that you're having, I would focus on that because everything else that you're doing right now is doing really well. If you feel like you're dropping kills because of that type of stuff, just note that. Positioning for a couple of those things, you wound up seeing red for a couple stuff, but it looked like you corrected it. So I don't think that you were playing necessarily a bad game. I just think that your nerves got to you and you let that take control. How do you want me to send this clip, Smith? We're just doing replay stuff. Unless you have a specific clip that you're wanting to be like, hey, why did this happen kind of thing. Then it's just in the Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review. We love work. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Is Lord Redden still here? All right, who are we on to now? Steve. Is Steve here? Steve. My hands are shaky, but I just have shaky hands. Ah, fair enough. You're here? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, whiskey. All right, we're going to do a quick ceremony. We won't play the lore, but we'll do a quick ceremony for Lord Redden, and then we will do Steve's thing here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Smiths, please don your ceremonial robes, which, by the way, you did a great job last ceremony. Thank you so much for all the robes in here. That's massive. Oh, Mechanoi, same thing with Mechanoi. We'll do your ceremony as well. Thank you guys for all the support tonight. I appreciate it. And good job on donning your ceremonial robes. You guys did it super well, super clean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Smiths, please don your ceremonial robes. We have, and Elijah. Dude, Elijah. Thank you so. Hold on. I gotta write that in here. Elijah. Also became a member on YouTube. That's massive, dude. Thank you so much. Cool. Is Elijah still here? Are you still here, dude? Enigma? I'm gonna call you Enigma. I think that's what the whole thing is here. Yeah. Is Elijah in here? Is Enigma still here? Enigma. Invader Tim, thank you for the follow on Twitch, dude. Yeah, if Elijah's here, we'll do a ceremony for him as well. I didn't see that until just now. That's crazy. I don't know why it didn't pop up. Yeah? All right, cool. Yo, I'm going to be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, Smiths, please don your ceremonial robes. You can do it on YouTube, I believe, as well, if you have the emote. Let's do a ceremony for Lord Redden, Mechanoi, and Elijah Enigma. Thank you guys so much. I'll be right back. Let me go get changed.
Ladies and gentlesmiths, welcome to a forging ceremony. Here you are placed in one of three factions, either the Solar Smiths, the Iron Smiths, or the Shadow Smiths. Now, it is not for you to decide what faction you're a part of, it is not for me to decide. It is for the Forge to decide your fate, and the Forge has spoken. We have 3 new Smiths to bring into our lovely Forge this evening. We will start with Lord Redden. Lord Redden, by the power invested in me by none other than the Forge, I would now like to welcome you into the Shadow Smiths. And now, Mechanoi, I would now like to welcome you into the Iron Smiths. And then finally, last but not least, Enigma. I would now like to welcome you into the Solar Smiths. Wow. One Smith per faction, I like that. Lord Redden, welcome to the Shadow Smiths. Mechanoi, welcome to the Iron Smiths. And Enigma, welcome to the Solar Smiths. Ladies and gentlesmiths, welcome to the Forge.
Yo, there we go. Much love, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Exclamation point socials. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out the YouTube, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, all the different places to see our online, offline content, hang out with one another in the stream, in the Discord, and see early access content through that Patreon. I'm going to see if this command works in YouTube. It does. Look at that. Stream Elements actually doing the thing. Love that. Love that. Hell yeah, dude. Definitely go check out all those links there. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Love that. Where can you submit a replay code for you to review? It's in the Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review in the Discord. It's in the forum section. Oh yeah, dude. Love that. Completely cleared out my chat with that, but I love that. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Can we do my clip after Steve's? I thought I did yours. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. You gotta wait a second. I thought we already did Senshi. My bad, dude. I'm trying to keep track of all this. All right, we gotta do Senshi first because Senshi is sub, and then we can do yours. Sorry, Whisking. Thank you for being understanding. IGN Senshi Kuriko rank bronze 2. Rarely play ranked. No worries, no worries. Marvel Rivals is my first hero shooter game, so I'm not great. I've been trying to expand my flexibility by learning of Vanguard, and you made the thing look fun. His dash is still hard for me to control, and I'll say this now, I only use his charge punch to so my accuracy is always 0%. But this game I tried to use his dash a little more strategically and using my ult when it gets the best value, more people affected. I play on Steam Deck with controller, so movement is lackluster. Any suggestions would be super helpful. Love the content. Thank you. Appreciate that you love the content. Let me see. See what you got going on here.
Watch out, they're headed our way. Brakes in his turret. Travel tip.
Damn, you play on the Steam Deck. Interesting. Ooh, Spider-Man went down. That's rough. Okay. First of all, do you have your dash set to hold or toggle? Okay, I mean, that's still a good spot to use your right click. They're all grouped up like that. Right here, I definitely would be using your left click some more, though. Looks like you don't have it on toggle, but I could be wrong. Looks like you have it on hold.
What am I? Invisible?
Do you think Rocket's going to be better or worse overall? Overall, I think he's going to be better if you play him to his strengths. If you're a good Rocket player, it's going to be better. If you're not a good Rocket player, like, it's going to really drastically show the difference between good and bad Rocket players.
Get that turret before Frank gets up.
Really going to show the difference between good and bad Rocket players, because if you're a good Rocket player, you're going to hit your orbs, which means you're going to do really great when it comes to the heals. If you're a good Rocket player, you're going to use walls to your advantage for dashing, right? It's still going to be annoying, don't get me wrong. I don't think that was a deserved buff, sorry, nerf, but I still think that, like, the good Rocket players will make it work. And then the ultimate, I'm not sure yet. Sidon, are you still here? You had it on hold to dash, but I kept messing up, so I changed it back to toggle. I would definitely still keep it on hold to dash. Just work on how you do it more, if that makes sense. Okay, so
Us against the world.
Can't get rid of me.
I'm probably gonna watch like 1 or 2 more moments, but I already know what you need to work on, Senshi. So it's kind of a quick one. The thing looks so hard to control with his dash. It takes a second to learn. It's not super fluid, but you can learn it, and it is really effective when you do.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
It's clobbering time!
Okay. Wait. Bro. Holy, what is that? Bro, what happened to you? What is this? Yo, 19 inches of venom, but we got 26 inches of thing, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Yo, Reed Richards as the thing, though? That's crazy. That's a leg right there. God damn. What the fucking toes do, dude? Holy. I love that. I love that. Oh my god. Cosplaying Mr. Fantastic, that's what I'm saying. All right, Senshi. I don't mean to cut your thing short, but I'm gonna hop in the practice range and show you exactly what you need to work on. Exactly what you need to work on. Two things that you need to work on that don't involve the practice range. One, positioning. You are going in without much of a plan on how you're going to get out, right? You definitely need to focus on that. One of the things that you do as the thing is that you have your dash, right? You have, well, not like a dash, but like your jump, right? And this is going to be able to get you out of a lot of situations. Like as you're fighting people and you start to go down in health, boom, you can get out of it. You know what I mean? You just dash out of it. Something you really should work on. You know what I mean? And especially because you're on more of a controller thing and you're doing your thing, instead of like facing him this way, you can't flick and jump out quick, right? But what you can do is as you're meleeing and you're doing your thing, you can start rotating your camera around. So that way all you have to like, oh, hey, I'm fighting here. All I have to do is then walk forward, right? So as you're going in and doing your thing, right? Especially if you're doing your dash. So you go and you do your dash, you hit the person, and then you're turning around. Like as you're meleeing, you're rotating around your target, right? So you can practice just doing that where you're doing here, and then you're turning your camera around, right? That's going to help you out a lot. By the way, you can like, you're going to be able to check out this video on YouTube. So if there's going to be a lot of information here for you to learn, but it will be really useful for you specifically. Okay. So again, as you're going in and you have the person up in the air, you can start meleeing and then have the ability to be able to get out because you're already facing the right direction that you need to get out of there. Right. Okay. Second of all, let's go over your different abilities and what you need to use there. First of all, you had the team up with Sue Storm, right? And that team up allows you to have shield, right? So if Sue's ever on your team, that means you have this little shield. Solid teamwork. And it helps out so much with survivability. So much with survivability, right? It allows you to take a lot of damage just for it to come right back and recharge. So make sure whenever you have that ability up and you're about to go in, you pop that, right? So I typically like to use it after I dash, because when you dash, you notice your health goes up to 900, right? So after that, then I'll pop my shield and then I start attacking and because that way I have the extra bonus shield for a lot longer while I'm attacking and doing my things, right? Let's get into his main abilities. First of all, you want to use your right click mostly to like chase down supports. That's great. If you're just in fighting, like duking it out with someone, you can do your left click and then interweave a left click. But ultimately, like, you know, you're swapping between these two things. You're swapping between them. That's more effective. Let's talk about his right click though, because you do like to use it. Don't do this. Don't just push forward and do this, right? Let me show you the difference here between the right technique and the wrong technique. So this is just him walking from this target, from here to there, doing his right click. Right? You see how slow he is? Now look at it in the reverse here. And I'm going to add a jump in as I'm doing it. You don't get slowed down, right? So as soon as you see that bright light happen behind the thing when he's punching, that right there, that you see that little like blink that happens? That's your jumping indicator. So bam, jump, jump, jump. Eventually you can just get that down where you don't even have to see that big thing, but it's a good visual indicator to know when you need to jump. So learn that. That's going to be huge for you. Okay. And then his dash, I would recommend putting that back onto hold instead of toggle. The big thing to realize is that I saw you doing this. I saw like whenever there's an enemy, you did this, right? And you knocked him up. That's good and all. That's all good, right? But look at the difference between this right here. Hold on. Let me show you the difference between this right here, right? This is what you were doing. right? So look how much health that did right there. Bam to bam, right? Now look at it with the actual method.
One and done.
You're gonna hit them with the dash before you let it end.
Coming through. Let's rumble.
I almost start going into the thing. This might seem like a minuscule amount of damage, but knocking them up in the air is really the big thing, right? You're knocking them so much higher. I don't know if you could see that. Let me see if I can like do this and then quickly look up. So I'm gonna do the tech on this, but not this guy right here. He's just gonna hit the residual. Do you see how much higher he went? This guy lands first, right? It's because like this guy's going higher in the air. The longer this guy's in the air, the more that you're able to get damage off and displace them, right? So make sure whenever you're doing your dash, you're hitting the enemy before you're doing it. It's gonna keep them up in the air for you to be able to take them out longer, right? So like when you're dashing in on someone, doing that, jumping right click, and then left click, right? Dash, hit, right click, left click. And this is like a 250 HP target, right? So I mean, it's still gonna work for here. Let me hop over here and do it to Luna real quick. So Luna, right? Good person for you to focus instead of the tanks. You want to focus these supports. So you go in. Oh, let me reset her. So you go in with the dash, hit, bam, right click, left click. Right? Is this the blacksmith combo? No, the blacksmith combo is right click, left click, slam, right click. Right? So as you right click, you can cancel it with your left click, right? Oh, no, sorry. Left click, right click, slam. So just like that. You can also do that. Just right click, slam to cancel. Bam. That's super useful. It's so quick, right? Especially because if you're right up on them, you're going to hit them, right? Because right here, right? I still hit before I hit the thing, right? So typically, like, I'll walk up onto someone, I'll do my right click to start it off, and then... Oh, well, that was awkward. They fell off. But you get the idea. Like, it takes them out pretty quickly if you start learning these combos. This is stuff that you can do in the practice range, and it's going to help you out so much, Senshi. So much. So do that. Practice that in the practice range before hopping into some matches, and you're going to be golden. Again, you can rewatch this video on YouTube, the VOD on YouTube. So go back to this if you need to. It's going to be at 3 hours and 4 seconds is the end of it. So you can kind of check that little range if you want to write that down, and you can rewatch the stuff that is going on with it. Okay. Do the shield jump and then dash to, into the point. Yeah. There's a lot of things that you can do for the character, and I think you're going to be in a good place. All right. Whiskey is king. Are you still here? Steve. Let's do Steve. Homie's been waiting. I appreciate that. Love that. I was like, I want you to watch my shit. I'm going to stick around. Love that. Let's do it. All right. Steve. In-game name is Whiskey Slays. Rank GM2. Advice on anything you can think of. I dropped so many kills, but game was still kind of close. How many times? Okay, so this is the end of the game. Where you at? 50-8. Yeah, definitely lost a lot of. You definitely got a lot of kills, a lot of final hits for sure. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's see what goes down. Who are you playing?
You have to stop them from securing the mission.
Black Widow. Oh, that's the problem. You're throwing.
Friends have saved my life far more times than weapons. Even so,
okay, let's take a look here.
Here they come.
Let's go, Black Widow.
I'll patch you up.
Every little bit helps. Don't look up.
It's a little too fast.
I have become
Okay. Are you on console or are you playing PC with a controller? Okay. Console? Okay.
You're ready for ambush.
They're behind us.
That topped me off. Thanks.
Oof. That's rough. I mean, that right there is just positioning. You're just not in a good position to be doing the things that you're doing.
So we haven't won
Definitely
yet?
should have backed up more. No Mantis though, I feel that. Yeah, it'd be rough. Okay. Nice. Dude, that right there is the exact reason why it's so unfortunate to play Widow. Not being able to one-shot headshot when the dude's just standing still is so rough. Nice job taking out the squirrel girl.
Hey team, enjoy the amplifier.
Looking for a new
Nice.
challenge.
I'll patch you up.
Okay, so this helped win the win this fight.
Don't mind me.
Another one bites the
Nice.
dust.
You're welcome.
Nice. Okay, you're helping out for a lot of things. Do you think they'll ever add any of the Runaways? I don't know the Runaways, to be honest with you. I'm not huge into the lore. Don't know much about things. I just want them to add Lila.
That topped me off. Thanks.
A little help, please.
Don't look up.
Oof.
Target neutralized.
Oh man, I gotta make another beacon.
Us against the world.
Okay, you die off the bat there. Again, it just comes down to a positioning thing. Take advantage of the fact that you can hop up on the little bridge there or something. You stayed on the ground while there was an ult happening, and they just hopped on you for that. Okay, took out the squid.
Namor's got evil squids now.
Okay.
Every little bit helps.
So at this point, what are you at? 9 and 3 with 8 last hits.
Hey team,
Okay, and then he comes through and does that.
incoming.
Behold the god of thunder!
Okay. Trying to help the Thor, but Thor is bringing back how many people on your team?
Aquatic
A lot of
threat
people on your team.
eliminated. Plasma. Every
Here she eventually got him. Nice shot. Okay, good job. Oh, dude, the Deadpool, like, if they add Deadpool, dude, that's gonna be nuts for this game. They're definitely holding off on it, though. It's like, that's a huge amount of hype. There's no reason for them to do it when the game's already so hyped. You know what I mean?
You're welcome.
That topped me off. Thanks.
Anyone willing to help? Only 60
They're probably gonna wait till things die down a little bit, and then they'll add Deadpool. It's just strategic to do that. Okay, took out the Star-Lord.
Shields up.
Okay, defensive vault.
Disappear.
Okay, another defensive vault.
No chance to stop them.
You have rocket ult here. I disagree with that play. Again, like, not your lane to do that.
Back where I
You know,
belong.
I get it that the Namor's there, but not your lane to really do it, especially when he already has squids down. You just don't win the fight. As you didn't. As evident right there, you did not win the fight. Yeah, that's not a fight for you to win there. Right here, this is good, though. Yep. They're not even looking at you. You can just start taking people out. Nice.
That's 3.
That's cool, but the fight was already lost because it's just you.
Time to stop them.
You know, it's just you in the back there. If you did that sooner, then sure. But mostly you're just not in the right position to make effective plays.
I spy some bad
Only
guys.
60 seconds left.
There's a Deadpool nameplate, so clearly they want to add him. Yeah, it's happening eventually. There's no shot that they don't. He's so popular. 1v1ing the Namor, honestly, I just would have gotten out. Unless you can land that unless you can get that combo off, he's going to beat you in the 1v1.
Us against the world.
You know? The only chance he doesn't is if he's really bad, because, like, he has squids, and squids are just going to auto, like, take you out, you know? That's a little unfortunate right there, running into the ult, but,
Back where
yeah.
I belong.
Behold the god of thunder!
They look like they mean business.
Ooh, so close.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Let's see. Currently 19 and 8 with 15 final hits. Okay. Let's hop on over here. So now you're on attack. Let's see. Oh, now you're Hawkeye. Okay. Okay, so you're just pumping out arrows, which allowed that orb to get a kill there. All right, got another pick. All right, you guys have 2 picks. Should be easy push-ins. Yep. Yep. 4-star difficulty character, by the way. No more Widow, I know. Almost season 2 time. Let's go. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited. I'm going to play it tomorrow. I'm not going to be playing it tonight. Like, I'm not staying up to play it. And I still have to go into work tomorrow, so it's not like it's going to be like a long stream day. It's just going to be a normal stream.
Punching a hole. I never miss. Usually you have to lead a target. Not with this arrow. Nice. Was that my arrow? Happy to pitch in.
Okay. Hawkeye things. This is just straight up like the epitome of Hawkeye right here.
Us against the world.
Behold the god.
What was that? Yo, Mandolin. You saw Mandolin Rain? No, Mandolin Rain? Yo, thank you so much for the raid. I'm sorry I'm fucking up your name. Thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm Blacksmyth. Currently doing some viewer game reviews. Like VOD review kind of stuff. Just trying to help out. How you guys doing today, dude? What's happening? Yeah, welcome in. What'd you get up to today, Mandolin? Okay. You played cover there well. That's good.
Moon Knight's leaving Ox all over the place.
Funny map change.
Invisible?
Just what the doctor ordered.
We're editing VODs for Legend of Tim. Yo, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool that he's getting into that he has editor for stuff now. I love Tim, man. I love Tim. Such a cool dude. Love that he's getting into that space. I think he's gonna do it really well. How'd the VODs go? Yo, Asterisk Night Fox, welcome on in. How you doing? Thank you for coming in from the raid. I mean, there you were Hawkeye. I feel like that kind of explains it. Hawkeye, yeah, Hawkeye's gonna get effective kills. But if you're saying that there's still stuff going on, let's find out why. All right, so someone is hopping on the point, and it doesn't look like anyone's turned around yet. Now your teammate does, but it's cool. You're just gonna keep on killing people because you're Hawkeye.
Needed that boost.
Yeah, I think this is just a case of playing a really strong character, like against people who are emoting in front of everybody. You know? I mean, this guy is big for his britches.
Yeah, I earned that one.
I hope Deadpool's a strategist. I have no reason to believe that he would be a strategist. That makes no sense. But Rocket's also a strategist, so you know, who knows.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Okay, that was quick. This was close? What is making this close? Okay. Okay. So far, this hasn't seemed very close.
Please give me a challenge.
Okay. I mean, Hawkeye. It's just Hawkeye things. I don't have any notes for it. You were playing in a position that you were able to get your charge up pretty quickly. I mean, you had good positioning with Hawkeye. That's good. When it comes to the stuff that you did for Black Widow, oftentimes the biggest issue was you were either most of the time it was just you not being in the right position. You either weren't taking an off angle or like able to get behind the stuff like the tank standing in the way, or the times when you did get kills, like the team was already winning, or like it just wasn't effective timing. It's like, cool, you got 2 people, but the fight was already lost. You know what I mean? And most of that is just because you died early when the team was already like pushing through. Like you were the first one to die, so by the time you got back, your teammates already lost the fight. So you still got a couple picks, but like it really didn't help out because your teammates were already dead. You know what I mean? They pushed it all away. They should have held. I felt like they should have held. I felt like. Are you saying like during their attack round? When you were playing Black Widow, that's your issue. You were in that, it's positioning. What I would recommend for Black Widow is you need to be in an off angle, and you should not force yourself to take a 1v1. Black Widow can be effective in a 1v1, but primarily when she is being pushed. If you're not being pushed, don't force yourself to take the 1v1. You tried to fight this Namor so much, and it just did not work out for you. Because he put down a couple squids, and by the time that you were even getting close to being able to get your combo off, the squids just shot you up. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest issue. Position. It just comes down to positioning. You took your 1v1s when you shouldn't have. You took 1v1s when you shouldn't have, and you died early enough that when you actually got back into the fight, your teammates couldn't hold because it was a 5v6. And yeah, you got some picks, but the fight was already lost. You know what I mean? So my recommendation for you is positioning. Just really work on your positioning. You know, in the very beginning, you were way too forward, so the enemy that was just pushing onto site had to go through you anyway to be able to get to site, and typically you want them to be like way ahead of you. You want to be in the back with Black Widow because you're a sniper. You know what I mean? That's my biggest recommendation for you. If you feel like you're not being super effective, it's probably because of your positioning, or probably because the fight is already lost and you're getting cleanup kills. You know what I mean? Also, Glam and Track, sorry I missed it, but thank you for all the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it. TZ, thank you for the follow on TikTok. And Ghostly Official, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, got to head out. Have a good night. See you later, Mandolin. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Anybody who's still hanging around, I appreciate you hanging around through the raid. Thank you. And thank you for helping out the homie Tim. I mean, dude's a really good guy, so I really appreciate the fact that he's getting some good people on his team to be able to help boost his content up there. That's really, really awesome to hear. It makes me happy to hear that for the homie. Only want good things for him. You figure out Ultron as a strategist? I can still see Ultron as a strategist, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can still see Ultron as a strategist more than Deadpool. Deadpool doesn't strategize. He just does. Is Darren here? Oh yeah, DK63. Cool. Let's take a look. Boop. Could you get some coaching, please? That'll be $50.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
Let's see. What'd you say here? Would you guys actually pay for coaching stuff for me? That'd be sick. I'd just quit my job and become a Marvel Rivals coach, dude, in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? I would take on so many people. I'd be totally down. Damn. Now, we're just looking at VOD review stuff right now, Jazz. I don't have too much time left in my stuff, but if you want to post your stuff in Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review, then I can take a look at it when we do this again. Damn, only 50? Only 50? Wait a second, I can charge more? Shit. Absolutely? Yeah? Shit. Yo, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna get a car and then I'm gonna quit my job. Oh yeah, I'll open up a little coaching thing. I'm down for it. Let's see. I did win this quick match. I'm always trying to improve as Rocket, especially for the new season. Would like to know how to improve. All right, let's see what you got going on here. I don't know if you guys are fucking with me, but I'm being dead serious. I will dead ass coach individuals, like truly coach, and not just like watch a VOD and like do a quick like review thing, but I'm talking like coach, you know. That'd be sick. I love coaching things, man. I love that. Oh, let me bump this down. Okay. So you're playing on PC? Okay. Let's see what you got going on here.
Watch my back. Team play.
Oh no, you're playing on console.
You're ready? It's you and
This is so trippy to see. Okay. Is this slow? It's at 1 speed.
You're welcome.
I guess just console things. Feels super slow.
They're coming up ahead.
Team play. That's
Why does this feel so slow, dude? There's no way this is normal speed, right? It feels so slow.
This is real firepower. Oh, did you see that? You're welcome.
I am Groot.
Team player. That's me.
Tandy needs help.
Feeling better already.
Where do you submit your $50 no damage rocket VOD on Discord? We have a Marvel Rivals clips and VOD review on the Discord. It's a link. It's a place in the forum section.
My good deed for the day.
The moon haunts you.
Exclamation point Discord, I think, or you can do something like that, and it'll pop up for you.
Again! Us against the world.
Or it's if you just look in my like bio or something like that, it should have like 4 links. One of them is Discord. You can join on it. There's a Discord. There is a Discord. Yeah. Good place to be able to hang out with everybody, get some people to be able to play with Marvel Rivals with, and just in general, like have a good time with the community. Got a lot of things for the good for the community here.
I'll patch you up.
That's what I need.
Thanks.
See? Don't mind me. I'm just dying. You're ready.
You playing on Xbox? This is VOD review from one of the people in chat.
Feeling better already.
They're playing on Xbox though, yeah.
The perfect hex.
It's in the live description for the YouTube viewers. Ah, thank you, Demito. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm still getting used to YouTube streaming.
This is
I don't have a lot of experience with it, so I'm still learning things.
The kilos are more dangerous if there's more than one. Team player. That's me.
So I think I already have a really good idea of 2 things that you need to work on. It's not something that you're getting punished for right now, but it's definitely something that if you do want to actually improve on the character, that you're going to get punished for later. You know what I mean?
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Thank you, Demito.
You're welcome.
So cold.
I am Groot.
That's
Legend!
The command doesn't work for YouTube? Okay, fair enough. Thank you for testing it.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Okay. But I'll deadass buy coaching? Shit. I don't even know what people charge for coaching. What do people charge for coaching that's like not egregious?
Put them down so they stay down.
I am Groot.
This is a nice spot.
Y'all playing quick match? This is a quick match right here. But I'm more just like I'm just helping out people.
Real firepower.
So no point in ulting right there. I don't know if that was just a misclick or what. I don't know how you misclick left and right stick, but no point in using it there.
I'm just dying. You're welcome.
$50 a week? For how much time for the coaching? That's the real question. Oof.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
So you got headshot by the dude there, but again, a lot of that can be fixed by what I'm about to say after all this is done. What's up, student?
I'll patch you up.
Fit is a fit.
Too much. Get in here, y'all.
This is a nice spot. See?
I think $20 for one game is a reasonable price, low key.
You chose the wrong side, Clint.
What do you do for, like, is there... How does that stuff work? Is there like a... Is there a website that I would use or what?
Oh, these keyhole things are dangerous. The keyholes break real nice.
We're just gonna make myself my own blacksmith website. Okay. So yeah, this is the end right here. Okay, so a couple things that you should work on, DK, to be able to improve your gameplay. It's not something that you really got punished for a lot in this game, but there are a couple situations that stood out to me. One, when you were back in this area right here, right? I don't remember if you eventually died. I don't think you did. I don't think you really got punished for it. But yeah, all this stuff is going down right here, right? All this stuff is going down right here. And you're just in the open a lot, right? You're in the open a lot. I get it that there's like the wall there and all that type of stuff. I think I'm trying to like go back here maybe. I think it was back here. Yeah, back here. You're just out in the open a lot, right? And I get it that there's a lot of the cover that's broken, but you can either be up here helping out your team. You can be behind these boxes. You can even be behind this wall or just off in an angle, right? You're putting yourself very open to everybody that's coming through here. It's really easy for you to be able to get taken like by surprise by random offshoots of damage. And you only have 250 HP, so really easy to take you out there, right? Two other things I would say is, aside from positioning, which is probably the biggest thing for you, it's going to be, you got to go into the practice range and learn how to track moving targets. You can do that with Star-Lords. You can do that with Lunas, right? Just make sure that at normal speed, make sure that they're on dynamic movements, and practice tracking them. I'd say those are the two big things you need to work on. There's plenty of other stuff that you could work on, I can see, but I would keep it at that at first to not overload you. Rehearse aim drills. Aim drills are going to be really big for you, so make sure you practice that stuff, and I think you're going to be in a lot better of a place, because I noticed that whenever you did have to shoot at people, you often just kind of moved your character in a way that the shots were going to hit rather than you aiming. Anytime that you wound up aiming, you really just kind of like relied on the fact that there's a trail of bullets hitting them rather than they're like you actually like tracking them. Does that make sense? So definitely work on your aim drills. I'd say that's the biggest thing, you know. While you're a grown man role playing as a sea otter or something, I'm a character streamer and I have a lot of fun being able to have expression through creative control, through lore based things, and overall it's just a fun thing to do. Have a good time. Why are you in a Discord, in a TikTok chat commenting on someone having a good time? Are you not having a good time? You should do an hourly or something, like curriculum average is 20 for 2 hours session I see on Fiverr. I could check it out. If you guys are dead ass about it, I'm dead ass about it. Shit, I'll be a coach in a heartbeat, dude. Let me take a look at some stuff. I'm not opposed to it at all. Totally down. Why are you a grown man complaining on someone else's TikTok live? Go to bed. Go to bed. Also, sometimes it's just nice to have a PNG instead of showing my ugly mug. I just like it because I get to have creative control over things. You know what I mean? Like I can only do so much for what my background looks like or what I look like today, right? But here I get to have like a whole little thing going on. I think it's fun. Yeah, that's really just it. It's just fun. That's my reasoning for 90% of the things I do. Why do you do this? It's fun. I enjoy it. Having a good time. Why are you hating on me having a good time? Let me DM you, Otter. I'm dead ass. Hell yeah, dude. What's my highest rank? Eternity. Also, you stay anonymous. I mean, it's helpful. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, just having a good time. Don't hate on people having a good time. There's no point. We're just having a good time. Aiming with Rocket is definitely something that you need to work on. Yeah. And I have a whole aiming video on my YouTube channel, so definitely go check that out. Definitely go check that out and do those rehearsal drills like I talked about. It's going to be really helpful. That being said, though, that's going to have to be where I end things. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream today. You gave me a lot to think about. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you guys haven't, socials, go check out the YouTube, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, all the different places to see our online, offline content, hang out with one another in the Discord, and see early access content through that Patreon. I might have a video coming out tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might have a video coming out tomorrow. It'll be another Justin game with me and Justin. Sorry, like having a stroke right now. I'm ready for bed. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely go check out the YouTube channel. Season 2 comes out tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're going to be playing ranked. If anything, we might play a lot of quick play just to really nail down how Rocket is going to be playing in these games. Either way, we'll figure that out, and we'll see how he feels in with things. Sidon, can you hop in the Discord real quick for me to test something out, and then that's going to be it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the stream today. I'm going to leave everybody on the Twitch over with, let me see who I'm raiding on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm going to raid. I don't really have anybody to raid. I'm going to raid No Illusions. He's currently playing with some people in Repo. Go give him a whole hell of a lot of love. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, our standard time. And until next time, continue exploring Smiths. Much love, everybody.